to the CBBC tent on your way to Tornado Alley. Register for the Kickin' for Cash contest, which will be held at halftime.
Great game for you tonight. Ravenwood at Alcoa, and that is where we are, and they are already ready to go for this big matchup. Alongside Coach Tony Rogers, I'm Russell Bivin. Coach, you fired up, man. I know you want to be on the sidelines right now.
I don't know if I do, but I'll tell you what, if I want to be on the sidelines, it would be this place. What a fantastic facility. Beautiful new turf, great community. Great night, man. Excited.
What are they thinking about in this first game? It's different than other games, right?
I think so, but I think when you've got teams like Ravenwood and Alcoa, powerhouses, people that have been, we're talking about teams that have played kids because running clocks have happened. These are two dominant teams in each of their leagues. I would say there's jitters, there's new guys playing new positions, so yeah, there's going to be some of that. Expect some balls maybe on the ground, expect some drop balls, expect some mishaps along the way, but yeah, I think it's going to be really two awesome teams. Okay,
let's talk about Ravenwood first, a big 6A team. They come in here to Alcoa. How do they look?
Loaded, absolutely loaded. This is a great team, and they've got a couple of dudes that are some real solid players. I'm going to highlight just one of them on offense and defense. On defense, Donovan Starr, number 0. He's an Auburn commit. You can watch his highlight tapes, and you'll quickly figure out why he has 4 stars by his name. Ben Hubbard, number 8, coming out of the slot receiver position. Fantastic, quick twitch, can catch, can block, solid player. Last year's region MVP. I think everybody will definitely figure out why he was that now. But man, their defense, 4-3 defense, they got guys, their linebackers are solid, they got a great free safety, but I really believe the team is gonna live or die. Number 3, man, woo! You're talking about a stud down on the defensive front.
Some slobber knockers gonna go on tonight, Coach?
Yeah, Elliott Hampton, what a stud, man. He is tenacious. I expect big things tonight watching that defense play. Probably one of the best Coach Hester's had since he came back in 2019.
Yeah, well, he talked about that 0, saying he might be the best athlete that he has had. They got 28 seniors on their team. Yeah. All right, now let's go to the best team in 3A, 9 straight championships. Alcoa, what are we looking at tonight as the Tornadoes take the field?
I mean, the standard of excellence in high school football in the state, in the South. I'm talking about truly, when you would come and you watch this team, or if you sit in the stands, or if you watch it from this television studio, I'm telling you, you're going to see tenacious people. You're going to see grit. You're going to see why they are 9 in a row, 9 straight rings. The team is going to be led tonight, number 44, Eli Owens. What a stud, a Michigan commit. Yeah, a Michigan commit. Yeah. Solid kid. They're going to try to probably move him all over the field tonight. Watch him around. Another kid, number 12, Eli Graff, the quarterback. They call him Mr. Everything. He's the fastest, most, elusive player, skill position in this county. Stud. Honestly, they are loaded. Most teams in Knoxville, pretty good 1-2 deep. This team goes deep. 3 deep. They've got them loaded at all levels, 9th through 12th grade. It's going to be an amazing night watching these dudes play against each other.
And they're not worried about playing teams out of their district.
Oh, not at all. I mean, the reality is they've got to go and play teams like them. They had to think about this. In preparation, this team had to face teams like Bradley County Central. They had to face McCauley because nobody wants to go against them. Sure. So they are already tested before the season even begins. Alcoa, expect excellence tonight.
Incredible. And Coach Nix just steps right in and keeps things rolling, doesn't he?
Unbelievable story. I mean, great defensive coordinator, community guy, gets his opportunity last year. Excellence.
It is.
Excellence.
It really is. And you talk about excellence, it's amazing. Alcoa coming off their 9th straight state championship, 22 championships overall. And I know you've gone against them as a head coach. What is it like when you go against Alcoa? And they got one of the best records in the United States, right?
They do. I mean, it's one of those schools, the tradition really is what you're facing against. They've got a great community support. They've got I'm talking about kids that have been Tornadoes and couldn't wait to be here for this same night. And again, I just love being here. What an awesome opportunity.
Terrific. All right, we are excited now to talk about some of the other games going on across East Tennessee tonight. WVLT's John Sartori joins us for that. Good evening. Happy Friday to you, Johnny.
Good evening, guys. We are really excited about the start of Football Night Live here on My VLT. Can't wait for it. We've got a great slate of games to get to, and we'll start with some of the games that you can see on tonight's Varsity All Access. It all begins at 11 o'clock on WVLT. We begin with the two teams that are looking to right some wrongs of the past. Under new head coaches, the Fulton Falcons looking to right the ship under a guy who we know knows a thing or two about winning at Fulton and Justin Long. As for Central, haven't had the success that they've had in a few years, historically, looking to right that wrong. That's going to be a game I'm really looking forward to, because whoever does wind up winning that game's got to feel really good about their prospects moving forward the rest of the season. As for some other games that you can keep an eye on, you got Maryville and Heritage, the Battle of Blount County. Heritage has a lot of new pieces, but they feel really good about them. As for Maryville, bitten by the injury bug a year ago, and they're looking to really kind of avenge what they didn't do last season. Never really got going because of the injuries. They're healthy now. They're ready to go. They got a lot of young players to step up last year that are now stepping into leadership roles this year, looking to start 1-0 against Heritage. And then finally, Jefferson County had one of its best years ever last season, looking to continue that momentum as we move into this season against probably the team that's a dark horse for a state championship. They've got the most returning talent of just about anybody in all of East Tennessee, the Oak Ridge Wildcats. Just 2 or 3 rather of the 10-plus games you can see tonight on Varsity All Access. Riley Robinson will join Jesse Smithy of 5-Star Preps. We know how good Jesse is at covering high school football, as well as Rick Russo, the legend. He'll be in studio with myself. We'll bring you all the highlights as well as the recap of tonight's Football Night Live action between Alcoa and Ravenwood, guys.
All right, John, thanks very much. And we are going to have much more of the KOC pregame show coming up in just a moment. Ravenwood at Alcoa. Stay with us.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford & Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Experience quality and value in this pre-owned 2023 Ford Expedition Limited 4x4 $67,950, 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor SVT $41,950, 2023 Ford Escape ST Line $28,940. Local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
Communities are built
one connection at a time.
Lives are changed
one moment at a time.
At TDS, we believe in the power of people.
We believe in the power of community.
We believe in the power of connection.
So far, over 1,000 employees
have given over 16,000 hours of time
to over 1,000 organizations.
And we're just getting started.
Because we believe the power of doing good together
powers better tomorrows for us all.
There's 2 things in life I simply can't live without: a second-rate mustache and a first-rate corn dog. Go get you some at the local market.
It's grilling season, and we've got just the sizzle for your summer. Introducing Elm Hill Thick Slice Bologna, the star of any cookout. Each slice has the perfect bite and is packed with flavor, turning up the heat on your taste buds. From backyard barbecues to weekend get-togethers, Elm Hill Bologna brings the flavor. Fire up the grill and elevate your cookout with Elm Hill Thick Sliced Pork and Beef Bologna. Taste the tradition of Elm Hill.
There's 2 things in life I simply can't live without: a second-rate mustache and a first-rate corn dog. Go get you some at the local market.
So, you just have to get through.
This is the Smart Bank Football Night Live pregame show, sponsored by Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic.
All right, good evening. Welcome back to the KOC pregame show. That person and voice you heard was Emily Wyrick, and she is joining us now, our special guest. We're going to have a special guest for every game. How you doing, Emily?
I'm great. I love the energy tonight.
I know. Well, we're excited. Tell us, we're going to get to see the full video coming up at the beginning of the 7 o'clock, but we want to thank you, first of all, for doing it. You were terrific. How much fun was it?
Oh, it was such a blast. To revisit the nostalgia of high school football was so fun to bank off of and just take the energy and go with it.
And you got to do it at the convention center, right?
We did. It was a huge ordeal, and we made it everything that it is. It was a blast.
I tell you, it was terrific. Let's talk about your career. It's going really well. You're in Nashville now?
Yes, I've made the move to Nashville, and I've been able over the last couple years to tour the Southeast region. So, you know, it's just going with the flow, doing everything with music. And
I get to see you tomorrow night at Fostering Hope.
yes, tomorrow night I'm playing at Bridgewater here in Knoxville for the Fostering Hope Gala. It'll be a blast.
That's going to be so exciting. If people want to get your music and learn more about you, follow you, all that kind of thing, where do they need to go?
EmilyWyrick.com is the hub spot for everything. It has all my social media linked, and Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you stream your music. But before we go, I wanted to give you a gift, if that's all right.
Oh my gosh, what?
I've made you your very own varsity bomber jacket.
You're kidding me.
With Vivian on the mic, and all of your guests coming up can sign the sleeves. So
You are kidding. We got some big guests from Coach Barnes to all kinds. And all right, so you're going to have to sign it first.
I did. It's right here. I started this. There we go.
You're the best.
And it's for you.
You are the best. Emily Wyrick, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. This has been a blast.
That is so cool. That is so cool. Also this season, we're going to be talking about how athletes and the mental side of playing the sport. And of course, young people struggle with mental illness as well. The McNabb Center does a great job with this. They not only help athletes, even at the University of Tennessee, but all over with the mental part of the game. We're going to be featuring them all season long to talk about it. But before we do that next week, I would personally like to say thank you to everyone who was involved in any way in the Russell Bivin Clayfest tournament that benefits Helen Ross McNabb. We broke a record this year, raised over $110,000. 94 teams were there. A lot of high school teams have sporting clays teams out there as well. They showed up. So I just want to thank everybody that gets help from the McNabb Center. They want to say thanks, so does the McNabb Center, mcnabbcenter.org to learn more. Thank you for that. Emily, thanks, and we'll be right back after this.
There's two things in life I simply can't live without: a second-rate mustache and a first-rate corn dog. Go get you some at the local market.
It's grilling season, and we've got just the sizzle for your summer. Introducing Elm Hill Thick Slice Bologna, the star of any cookout. Each slice has the perfect bite and is packed with flavor, turning up the heat on your taste buds. From backyard barbecues to weekend get-togethers, Elm Hill Bologna brings the flavor. Fire up the grill and elevate your cookout with Elm Hill Thick Sliced Pork and Beef Bologna. Taste the tradition of Elm Hill.
My father and I had a dream of creating a different type of bank. A bank with a great culture, strong values, and a service level that couldn't be matched. In 2007, we did just that by opening our first Smart Bank office in Sevier County. For us, it's more than just business, it's a way of life. Having a trusted financial partner is important. We welcome you to experience Smart Bank.
There's two things in life I simply can't live without: a second-rate mustache and a first-rate corn dog. Go get you some at the local market.
Welcome back. We have Drew Teague here with us from Young Life. Young Life is in just about every school. They help young people with their faith. He is here to talk about it. You guys do some pretty cool stuff with Young Life across East Tennessee.
Russell, we do some fun things. You know, it can be hard to be a teenager in today's world. Yeah. And what we want to do is help people remember that life was meant to be lived at the fullest. And we want to have fun and adventure.
Faith and fun, right?
Faith and fun. That's what we're talking about here.
And you do games at all these big meetings.
And we have fun. We got a game for you tonight.
All right, let's do it. What do we got here?
We got the game. What we're going to do is we're going to eat a fruit by the foot. We're going to spin around. We're going to throw some footballs and a Frisbee into some buckets. We got Graham and Reed, Alcoa High School students, ready to go.
All right, start it up, baby.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go, fellas, go. You see, no hands with the fruit by the foot of Young Life.
Unbelievable.
Okay. You take something simple, you make it a little crazy. They're going as fast as they can here.
All right, and
keep going. They're going to spin around right after this thing right here.
We're going to let the national anthem play as we actually do this. We never, ever want to interrupt the national anthem. That is for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So who ended up winning this thing?
Our friend Reed right here, Alcoa High School, with the victory, Russell, bringing it home with a little fun here at Friday Night Live.
I know the other guy had a camera guy in his way.
He had a little game. He had a disadvantage, but you know you got to fight through it.
You got to fight through that.
You got to get the win.
Drew Teague, we're going to see you guys every single Friday night.
Right here at Friday Night Live. We can't wait to see you, Russell.
And I love your dad as well. He's here. Absolutely. We'll be back after this. Stay with us.
Wendy's has new saucy nugs. And if Wendy's found a way to make their nugs even better, anything is sauceable! For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Fisher Tire suggests the best tire for your car and truck.
The Michelin Cross Climate 2 grips better in both wet and dry conditions, allowing you to stop faster. It would be the safest tire for your family.
We have competitive prices with the best service in town.
The Uniroyal All-Season Tiger Paw is a real value with great wet weather traction.
Since 1948, we've supported our community, high schools, and local charities. Let Fisher Tire take care of your family with Michelin, BF Goodrich, and Uniroyal tires.
Kind of feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Gotta be fresh.
As a Great Clips salon stylist, I love giving customers the look they want. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details, so it's one less thing for you to worry about. And when I see that confidence at the end of the cut, that's everything to me.
Hi, I'm Sheena Johnson with the McNabb Center. I started as a therapist here out of grad school. I'm here because I love our mission. It's all about improving the lives of the people we serve. There's nothing better than helping others. When a parent or child expresses what you've done for them, it's an incredible feeling. The professional family at the McNabb Center work to accomplish common goals in a team environment. It's special to help people of all ages from all walks of life. If you're a helper too, we'd love for you to apply.
As a stylist, I know it can be hard to find time for a haircut. With the Great Clips app, you can put your name on the list from anywhere and head to the salon when it's time for your cut. A great haircut plus more time for what you love. That's Great Clips.
Can you hear me? On 3. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
It's grilling season, and we've got just the sizzle for your summer. Introducing Elm Hill Thick Slice Bologna, the star of any cookout.
Each slice has the perfect bite and is packed with flavor, turning up the heat on your taste buds. From backyard barbecues to weekend get-togethers, Elm Hill Bologna brings the flavor. Fire up the grill and elevate your cookout with Elm Hill thick sliced pork and beef bologna. Taste the tradition of Elm Hill.
Hi, I'm Sheena Johnson with the McNabb Center. I started as a therapist here out of grad school. I'm here because I love our mission. It's all about improving the lives of the people we serve. There's nothing better than helping others. When a parent or child expresses what you've done for them, it's an incredible feeling. The professional family at the McNabb Center work to accomplish
That's great.
Yeah.
What would you guys say is the best thing about working at Smart Bank?
Oh my goodness.
The culture.
Yeah, the culture, the people. We have been named a top workplace 8 years in a row, and this year we got nationally recognized and certified as a great place to work. So we're really proud of that. We invest a lot in our people, and we look for high energy folks, team oriented, much like a winning football team. Got to look for the best people on your team. So.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So say someone in our watching television right now is thinking, where can I find a great community bank just like Smart Bank? Where are you guys at?
Right here in East Tennessee, we have 11 locations in Blount, Sevier, and Knox County. We have 42 locations in Tennessee, Alabama, and Florida, and you can always find us on smartbank.com. And we have a ton of associates here tonight that you can talk to, led by our Alcoa branch manager, Tyler Thomas, who led this entire effort. So we're happy to be here.
That's great. Well, last question. Just can y'all have time just to tell the Smart Bank story?
Oh, wow. So Smart Bank, yes, we founded in 2007. Our home base is out of Sevier County. Our corporate headquarters in Knoxville. The bank's headquartered in Sevier County. Started 17 years ago, starting year 18. We've grown into 3 other states. It's been a family-owned kind of family culture. With directors that formed the bank still on the board today.
That is so good, guys. Thanks again for your help and partnering with us.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to send it right back up to you. Russell, there's a big game coming, man. Are we good?
Absolutely a big game. 6A Ravenwood rolling in here, 9-4 last year.
I can't hear anything.
28 state championships.
We'll have to see guys.
I mean, 28 seniors on this team, 9 starters returning on offense, 9 starters returning on defense. Just an outstanding 6A program coming in here to take on the Alcoa Tornadoes. I'm Chad Hatmaker, and it's just thrilled to be here with you, my friend.
Yeah, it's going to be a terrific night tonight as we look and get ready for Ravenwood to come out and then Alcoa to come out. So an exciting night. Of course, Alcoa, 9 straight state championships, and we're taking a look at Ravenwood.
This is your mind.
And we are excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, look, Alcoa is going for a perfect decade. Russell, 9 consecutive state championships. If they win this year, it's a perfect decade. Then you look at Ravenwood, 28 seniors, 9 starters return on both sides of the ball. Donovan Starr, cornerback, wide receiver, Auburn commit. Ben Hubbard, wide receiver, MTSU commit. Eli Hampton, defensive end, Cornell commit. Just absolutely loaded, this team is. It's going to be a great contest.
All right, let's go down to get ready for Tony Rogers, who is standing by with head coach Nix. Tony, what you got down there with the big guy?
Guys, how are y'all doing up there? I got Coach Nix with me. Coach,
Tell me, how are you able to sustain with your coaching staff the momentum that you guys have built?
We're just always trying to work on that next game. And when you open with Ravenwood, there's no complacency, right? That's why you schedule games like this, because that drives our kids from January till now, starting with an opponent like this. If you don't have everything, maximize your abilities, you ain't going to survive this game.
Coach, who's made one of the biggest impacts this summer in your offseason program?
Well, I think, it's cliche, but Eli Graff, he just does so much for us. He's been so dependable. He's been off and on 4-year starter for us, MVP of the state championship game. Him and Eli Owens have really been the leaders of this group. Had some really strong juniors step up, and with those two seniors have really came in. And JT Turner's really done a great job on defense for us also.
How did scrimmaging McCallie help prepare yourself for this game tonight?
Yeah, I think just in a situation, McCallie's one of the better teams in the country, so they're going to expose your weaknesses, and I think that's what you want. Some people, they want to try to massage their weaknesses and mask them, but we want them exposed so we can fix them. And if you can compete against those guys, you can compete against anybody.
What most excites you about this team, Coach?
I think the energy of the young kids. We've got so many young kids. They want to play. They've been good their whole life. It's a good group. And just seeing them grow and mature and learn to deal with adversity and to come into situations like this and execute. And it's just been fun. And to see this small group of seniors, one of the smallest classes we've had, still take a leadership role with a large group of freshmen and sophomores.
Hey, just compare the offseason workout compared to this team to last year's team. Where you stand?
Yeah, I think every year you hope it's better than the last. Right? We're always trying to perfect it. We're always trying to get more out of our program, work on our speed, work on our strength, and try to address individual needs. Some kids need to get bigger. Some kids need to gain more muscle mass. Some kids need to work on speed, change the direction. So we're always trying to improve it. And we always hope that hopefully it'll be better next year than it was this last year.
Yeah, so last question I got for you. Coach, for you guys to win tonight, what has to happen?
You just have to keep your emotions in check. A game like this, you get up 10 points, that's not going to be enough. They're going to stay in there and play. You get down 10 points, you're going to be fine. Just manage your emotions, continue to play, and just get this game into the fourth quarter and then make some key plays when you got to do it at the end.
This your dream job, Coach?
Yeah, absolutely. I love this place. I've always wanted to stay in Alcoa. I've been here 21 years, and it's a great community. It's now I'm coaching kids that I coach their dads, and so it's a special place. There's not too many like it, and I'm blessed to be in this position.
It's the most fantastic atmosphere in all of East Tennessee, man. I mean,
all of Tennessee.
Unbelievable, Coach. Thanks so much for coming down here and speaking to us. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Hey.
It's grilling season, and we've got just the sizzle for your summer. Introducing Elm Hill Thick Slice Bologna, the star of any cookout. Each slice has the perfect bite and is packed with flavor, turning up the heat on your taste buds. From backyard barbecues to weekend get-togethers, Elm Hill Bologna brings the flavor. Fire up the grill and elevate your cookout with Elm Hill Thick Sliced Pork and Beef Bologna. Taste the tradition of Elm Hill.
Hi, I'm Sheena Johnson with the McNabb Center. I started as a therapist here out of grad school. I'm here because I love our mission. It's all about improving the lives of the people we serve. There's nothing better than helping others. When a parent or child expresses what you've done for them, it's an incredible feeling. The professional family at the McNabb Center work to accomplish common goals in a team environment. It's special to help people of all ages from all walks of life. If you're a helper too, we'd love for you to apply.
East Tennessee is just different. The people, the places, they're genuine, they're real. Just like the folks at Rice Buick GMC. Our family has trusted them for years and always will. Check out their huge selection at 8330 Kingston Pike or just go to ricegmc.com and experience what our family experiences. Rice, the smart choice.
My father and I had a dream of creating a different type of bank. A bank with a great culture, strong values, and a service level that couldn't be matched. In 2007, we did just that by opening our first Smart Bank office in Sevier County. For us, it's more than just business, it's a way of life. Having a trusted financial partner is important. We welcome you to experience Smart Bank.
I got you. Oh boy, if that doesn't get you fired up, I don't know what will. We got Ravenwood at Alcoa tonight. Chad Hatmaker in the booth with me. Down on the field, Coach Tony Rogers. Coach, talk to us about some of these players tonight, big guy.
Tell you what, we got to get excited, right? We got a couple of dudes you've never seen before from Ravenwood. It won't take long to figure out why they got 4 stars right beside Donovan Starr's name. Number 0. Fantastic player, great highlight reel. Also on offense, Ben Hubbard, slot receiver, quick twitch off the line, fast, 4-4 kind of kid, and solid blocker, solid runner. Man, it's gonna be a great night for Ravenwood. Great defense, I mean, wow, 4-3 is what you see a lot of times. These guys run the 3-4 with some really hosses up front, Russ.
All right, what are we looking about like for Alcoa?
2 great dudes gonna lead this team. Both of them named Eli. First of all, number 44, Eli Owens. Big tight end, Michigan recruit. If you've never seen him, you're not going to forget him tonight, folks. I mean, you're going to see this kid all over the field on offense. They're going to try to use him, expose this defense. Also, Eli Graff, the most dynamic, best, strongest athlete, skill position in this county. Super kid. They call him Mr. Everything for a reason. What a great team. What a great legacy these guys are playing for. How could you not get excited?
Oh, boy, we sure are. Coach Rogers, we know you're excited down there. Chad Hatmaker up in the booth with me. Chad, great to see you. Let's talk about the keys to the game for this one tonight, because this is a juggernaut.
Russell, these are 2 great teams. Ravenwood has got a legit team with some dudes, as Tony said. Their keys to victory tonight are 3. Hold up in the trenches. Anytime you play Alcoa, it's going to be the most physical game you've been in all year. Hold up in the trenches. Hold your blocks. Contain Eli Owens, number 44. He's a beast on offense and defense, and handle this hostile environment at Goddard Field. For Alcoa, how are you going to match up in the passing game? Donovan Starr, Ben Hubbard, the tight end Patrick Sullivan. You got to cover those guys. How do you match up in part, Russell? Pressure the quarterback. He can't throw it if he's on his back. Get a good pass rush. And finally, ride your horses. Eli Graff and Eli Owens, those are 2 studs, 2 dudes. Let them lead you to victory tonight.
Just incredible, and we're looking at some of these keys to the game brought to you by Great Clips, and we want to thank all our sponsors, Smart Bank being the title sponsor to this Football Night Live, and there's Owens right there, number 44. I talked to Josh Stevens earlier in the week, the athletic director here at Alcoa. I said, tell me what kind of kid he is, Eli. He sent me a picture of him down coaching the Pee Wee team for Alcoa. They
Wow.
start early, don't they?
They do start early here. They absolutely do. I want to talk to Josh Heupel because I want to know why Eli Owens is committed to the University of Michigan and not the University of Tennessee.
And what's interesting, he will get on social media, man, and he will bait some people.
Absolutely, he will. Yeah, I mean, and obviously, kudos to him. I mean, Michigan, great school, national championship, great academic institution. What an honor for him to be committed there.
Yeah, look at this drone shot of Alcoa. It is some kind of scene here. I mean, Friday night football in East Tennessee is back, folks, and we are glad to be bringing it to you. That drone shot, look at all those cars in the parking lot. They are packed in. The teams are getting ready to take the field, and we will have kickoff for you for this 2024-2025 season. You see the Ravenwood Raptors. They are that 6A team, Alcoa, and this is going to be some kind of game. And Kyron Tyson, we're going to kick things off for Alcoa. They're just kind of huddling up with Coach Nix and getting things ready to go. As you take a look at Ravenwood, they have 28 seniors. They had a tough loss last year in the quarterfinals against Brentwood.
They did indeed. 28 seniors, 9 starters on offense return, as do 9 on defense. That's a team last year, when you look at their record, Russell, they finished 9-4, quarterfinal loss in the playoffs. They started kind of slow, and then they sort of found their stride about mid-year and really went on a run until they lost to Brentwood in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, and that's obviously their arch rival. They also lost actually last year to Alcoa in this ball game, 35-14, so they are looking for revenge. And here they come. Both teams come into the field as we get ready to kick off this Friday night football. And we are glad you're with us wherever you're watching across East Tennessee. We know you have a million things to do, and we're glad that you are joining us.
And 4-star Donovan Starr, number 0, back to field this kick. Could be a highlight reel if it doesn't reach the end zone.
For sure. Tony talked about him a little bit earlier in the broadcast. He is committed to Auburn, and he is back deep to receive. He can flat out fly. So if he gets this football and it doesn't go in the end zone, there he is on the left. Look out, folks.
Russell, he last year as a receiver was over 1,000 yards too. It'll be interesting to see if he gets some run tonight at the wide receiver position. I mean, they're super talented there with Ben Hubbard and the tight end Patrick Sullivan. But I bet you Mr. Starr might get a play or 2 on offense. What do you think?
You know, I wondered the exact same thing. They didn't have him on the
He's not in the 2D.
No, he's not. But you got to think they're going to be running him out there, right?
Right. I mean, come on. If you were over 1,000 yards last year as a receiver, I don't care if you're listening to 2 deep or not. I'm getting you in there for a few plays on offense.
Oh, you know that's right. All right, Kyron Tyson going to kick things off. Big number 19 for Alcoa, and we are glad you're with us, folks. East Tennessee high school football is now underway. And this ball will go in the end zone, which is an automatic touchback in high school football. And we want to talk to you about these starting lineups coming up here in just a moment, as the Ravenwood Raptors will take the field first with their quarterback, Babaloa.
Femi Babaloa touts an offer from Penn, so obviously the young man's a super academic student in addition to an excellent football player. Anxious to see what he and this wide receiving core can do tonight, Russell.
Yeah, last year he had 1,944 yards passing, 13 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 2 running. And here we go. 1st and 10 on their own 20, Ravenwood. The Tornadoes on defense. And it is a handoff early, and the Tornadoes all over it. Dowling on the carry.
Alcoa defensive line just ate that up. We see number 52 and number 25 getting up out of that pile. Again, always tough to run against the Tornadoes. Blair Goodson, defensive end, and Jameer Turner, nose guard, making the stop.
All right, so 2nd down. Babaloa back to pass. He throws it, and it is incomplete to Longley. Pretty good pass right there. Just couldn't come up with it, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 9.
Yeah, Babaloa rushed that one a little bit, Russell. He rolled out aggressively and could have set his feet a little more there.
All right, so a big 3rd down right here so far as we begin this ball game with Ravenwood at Alcoa. 1 backfield. We got 3 receivers to the left of your screen. And they're going to fire over that way. Got a man open. It is caught. That will be an Armor Gym first down, and a nice throw and a nice catch by Max Hempel.
Absolutely nice catch and nice throw. He put some zip on that ball right there. We're seeing the Carriage Hill replay, puts it right on the money, and credit to Kemple going up and catching that ball at the high point, getting a few yards after the catch.
Yeah, we want to thank old Todd Henderson out there at Carriage Hill for helping us with that. First down and 10, and they're going to fake the handoff and going to take it himself for about 7 yards.
Darius Suttereth, the Mike linebacker, number 42, over there along with some friends to make the stop for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, and that was actually Chance that came in and ran that.
You know, Russell, in studying up for this game, Chance, they listed as a quarterback to get a little run, and no pun intended, it looks like he might be the running quarterback.
Yeah, and he still is in there at 2nd down and 5, and they draw Alcoa. It looked like offsides, no call yet. Chance going to change the play at the line of scrimmage. And he gets it, and he hands it off right up the middle. The Tornadoes had it at first, and they stop him from getting that first down. Stinnett comes in on the tackle, the junior, 5'11", 205.
Close that hole quickly. Good hard run there by number 25 for the Raptors.
And they're going to go ahead and give him the first down. So that is an Armor Gym first down right there. Thought he might be a little short, but I'll tell you what, these officials know what they're doing. They've been doing it a long time, and they live in our community, they work in our community, and we appreciate everything that they do.
No question. Caden Pace on the carry a moment ago for the Raptors, 25.
All right, and Chance is going to stay out there. As you take a look at Pace, and Chance going to take it on that right side. They got something going here, Chad. Almost a first down. I think he picked up 9.
I agree, Russell. Chance is a good-looking athlete. He dropped back, gave a little pump fake like he was going to throw, and he just tucked it and went around right end. Got a nice block by his right tackle there to spring him for 9.5.
I'll tell you what, you never see a huddle anymore in high school football, do you?
You do not. You do not.
All right, 2nd down and short. And Chance going to hand the ball off. That is going to be another first down.
Yeah, 44 for Alcoa, crushing in there. Imagine that. Big Eli Owens, number 44, stops him, but he only needed about a half a yard, and he got maybe a full yard.
Yeah.
Owens crashing in from the outside linebacker position.
And if you're just joining us, Owens is a Michigan commit. So here we go, 1st down and 10 on the Alcoa 45, and Chance going to keep it right side, and my, oh my, is he running. Another first down. They get inside the 30-yard line. And these big guys up front for Ravenwood really, really rolling.
And so one of the keys to the game for Ravenwood, can you hold up in the trenches? So far, so good. Eli Owens making the tackle there, along with number 42 for Alcoa. That's Darius Suttereth.
All right, so just going to keep Chance in there. Babaloa, the kid that can really throw it. But right now, they're working with Chance, and so he will be in there. Pace is the running back. In motion is Hubbard, and now we got a flag on the field, the first one of the evening.
Yeah, I believe Alcoa jumped.
All right, so they did. That'll be automatic 5 yards, so that'll be 1st down and 5 to go for Ravenwood. Again, Coach Hester talks about this team. He said, you know, last year they only had 5 seniors. This year, 28 seniors. Just unbelievable.
28 seniors is unbelievable. I mean, it's a 6A school, but that's still amazing.
All right, so they are going to hand that ball off, and another first down, and we are inside that red zone as well. And on the carry was Pace. So right now it's these two guys, Chance and Pace, going at a fast pace, and they're trying to move quickly. What's Alcoa got to do to get things going right here?
Right now you got to win at the line of scrimmage, and they're just simply not doing that.
All right, so Chance stays in there, obviously at quarterback. Pace right behind them. Receivers to each side of the field, but they're going with that jumbo package up front, and they give it to the running back. He's going to gain another 6 right there. That's Pace. Just a sophomore, by the way.
Just a huge hole off right guard, between right guard and right tackle. He got the push that those offensive linemen got. It was 3 yards before anyone made contact with him, and then Pace ground forward for another 2 to 3 after that.
So down there on the 11-yard line, second down. They can get a first down, so not second down and goal. Second down and about 6. Inside that, right outside that 10-yard line. And Chance, a blown play, so he's just going to try to make up for it, and he still picked up about 3 right there.
Yeah, that's just when you're an athlete, you can do athletic things. Totally busted play. Chance heads up enough to recognize it, tucks it, and runs it forward for about 4. Going to be 3rd and 1, I think, based on that spot.
Yeah, you know, Babaloa came into this thing. He took over at quarterback for this Ravenwood team early last year and was thought to be the guy, but right now it is all Chance. And Chance is going to make his way over to the sidelines right now, and I think either they're going to call a timeout or try to figure something else out. And Ravenwood will call a timeout. They want to talk things over and see what they can do. We're going to stay right here.
You know, it's so impressive the way Ravenwood has come out, Russell, and just driven this ball down the field. They've attempted 1 pass, incomplete. 2 passes, and then they completed the nice one over the middle to 13, Kemple. After that, it's just been straight runs, and it's just been Chance and Pace pounding the football. And again, it's early, but as I said in the opening, in the keys, Alcoa, year in, year out, the most physical team you'll face. And Ravenwood right now, 7:03 left in the first quarter, they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, and you know they're going to make, Alcoa obviously will make some adjustments coming up, but this is interesting so far. This Alcoa crowd, as you can see them packed in here, but they are awfully silent on this Friday night. They're not used to this kind of offensive drive. They're packed in here at Goddard Field.
They are not. They are not. I've seen some points scored here, Russell, back in the great Alcoa CAK rivalry days, but they were scored a lot quicker than this. They were all through the air. They were not ground-sustaining drives.
All right, and it is actually 3rd down, I believe.
It is 3rd, yes.
It's 3rd down and about 2, and that is why they called that timeout, to make sure they do what they can do to get this first down. Chance at quarterback. Actually, Babaloa, I believe, and he gets that first down.
Nice stop by Eli Owens. It's, I think, right at the sticks, but I do agree. I think it's enough.
All right, so it's going to be first down and goal now for Ravenwood as they try to get in early.
Still Chance calling the signals here for the Raptors.
All right, so it is Chance. Running that quarterback, he's just going to run it straight, and they're trying to push him in, almost like that Philadelphia Eagles. Let's see what they call. He is not in. He's down to that 1-inch line.
Just short. Good push. Got a defensive lineman got to come out for Alcoa. Got number 48 coming in to replace him.
All right, you see Chance running over there to get the call from his head coach.
Kenny Harris coming in at defensive end, number 48 for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, Mayfield will be the running back next to Chance. No receivers. I mean, they are loading up the line of scrimmage, and I'm assuming Chance is going to just run this in, and he does, and Ravenwood is on the board. That is a great Clips touchdown.
An impressive drive for the Ravenwood Raptors. Just ran it down their throat, Russell. Here it is on the Carriage Hill replay, and there ain't nothing complicated about that. That's just power football. I'm going to tuck my head down and run behind my left guard and tackle.
All right, so 5:56 to go here in this first quarter as they attempt this extra point to try to make it 7-0. Ravenwood, a 6A team. And the kick is up, and it is no good. That's going to be interesting as you take a look at Chance over there, who ran in the touchdown. So it is just 6-0 Ravenwood, and we're going to see what the Tornadoes can do right after this break. This is the Smart Bank Football Night Live.
Customize your ride at Phoenix Conversions, Knoxville.
Wendy's has new saucy nugs. And if Wendy's found a way to make their nugs even better, anything is sauceable! For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford and Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Step up your game in this 24 Ford Maverick Hybrid, $25,515. 23 Ford Escape all-wheel drive, $30,995. 24 Ford F-250 Crew Cab 4x4 STX, $59,757. Local you trust, performance you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
Abraham Lincoln knew the power of an open door. He invited the public into the White House throughout his presidency because he understood open doors lead to new possibilities, new opportunities, and new discoveries. At LMU, our mission is to open doors for every student who comes here, so they can become everything they're meant to be. Come discover how we can open doors for you.
Kind of feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Gotta be fresh.
From your streets.
We do have a WVLT News crew on the scene right now.
To your screens. When news breaks, minutes matter.
Moments ago, we got an update.
And accuracy counts.
We are issuing a WVLT First Alert weather day for later on.
Confirming the facts from all sides.
Here's what we know so far.
WVLT breaks the stories that impact you.
Still a very active scene here.
Because knowing what's now matters.
And we're going to continue to work to get these details.
WVLT, your local trusted source for breaking news.
Customize your ride at Phoenix Conversions, Knoxville's premier truck accessory superstore. Let our expert team upfit your truck, van, or SUV with our top-notch accessories. Elevate your ride, stand out on the road, and make every drive exceptional. Whether it's for personal use or commercial fleets, Phoenix Conversions is your trusted partner in customization. Your truck, your fleet, our expertise.
Phoenix Conversions, when it has to be the best. Football on Friday night is back. And with 5-star preps teaming up with us, you've got the most complete high school football coverage in East Tennessee.
We're going beyond the highlights and into the game with mic'd up coaches and player interviews that you'll find nowhere else.
Talk to me one time! And follow WVLT Sports on X for real-time scores and highlights.
It's your all-access pass to everything high school football.
Varsity All Access, powered by 5-Star Preps. Sponsored by Ravenwood.
All right, and welcome back to the Smart Bank Football Night Live. Glad you're with us alongside Chad Hatmaker. I'm Russell Biven. Tony Rogers down on the field for us, and you see Alcoa going over their defensive strategy. They trail in this game in the first quarter with 5:56 to go, 6-0 against Ravenwood, the 6A team. But Alcoa yet to touch the football, so obviously a lot of game left to go here on this Friday night, and we're glad you're with us. And Carlos Gura kicking off for Ravenwood, and that will not go in the end zone. Are they going to call that a touchback?
He fumbled it into the end
okay.
zone. Yep.
So that is a touchback, and the Tornadoes will start things off at the 20-yard line. And Eli Graff will come in, the senior quarterback, a great leader on this football team.
Anxious to see the Eli's go to work, Russell. 12 and 44. We spotlighted them in our pregame. Just two absolute studs, two great kids, and anxious to watch them perform tonight.
Yeah, and you can see there, if you're just joining us, Ravenwood leading this game 6-0 in the backfield. Micah Jones. And boy, you don't see many teams go under center, do you?
You do not.
And the I formation. How about that? And they hand it to Eli Owens, the Michigan commit, and he is stuffed right away by Austin Mayfield.
And then followed up by Elliott Hampton as well. Elliott Hampton, a Cornell commit. Again, these young men are highly intelligent if you're getting into an Ivy League school, and a really good football player too. And those two gentlemen teamed up to stuff him.
All right, so it is going to be second down and 9 for Alcoa, and they are going to hand that ball off. And again, Ravenwood is all over this thing.
Just winning at the line of scrimmage. A fired up, focused, and prepared Ravenwood Raptors right now. Number 95 just stuffs that one at the point of attack.
Yeah, Sam Rohan, 6'2", 200-pound junior. You see him right there. So 3rd down and long for the Tornadoes as that clock is running, and they trail to Ravenwood 6-0. You take a look at Graff, Micah Jones, the running back, 3 receivers to the top of your field, screen, and 1 at the bottom. Graff drops back to pass. He's got time. He's looking. He's going to go ahead and run it. He is a dual threat quarterback. He's going to pick up the 1st down, get out of bounds, and a good play to get the Tornadoes going at the 35-yard line.
Forced out of bounds by number 0, Donovan Starr, and he made a nice job of recognizing him running, roughing him out of bounds. Here we go, the Carriage Hill replay. Graff drops back. Nobody's open, and he doesn't hesitate. Russell tucks it, running right up the middle of the field. Nice move right here to get a few more yards before Starr forces him out.
Yep, and that is an Armor Gym 1st down. In shotgun formation, Graff, again, 3 receivers up to the top. You should take a look at this crowd, and Graff going to keep it himself, and he is absolutely hammered. 5 guys from Ravenwood in on the tackle right there, including Jaden Smitherman, the senior who came up from the safety position.
And Sam Rohan, again, from his defensive end position, 1st man there, just to stuff him at the point of attack. That young man's playing with a lot of energy tonight.
Yeah, going to be 2nd down and 14 for the
Replay
Tornadoes.
Here, just winning at the line of scrimmage. Rohan sheds his block and combines with the linebacker to stuff him.
All right, so Graff again. Jones in the backfield, yet to carry the ball. Graff going to run it left side. He's got some blocking, and he's got some room. And he is on his way across the 50, down to the 43-yard line, and Armor Gym 1st down.
Just a great block on the edge, Russell. Graff's an excellent athlete, but you don't get that kind of run without a great block by your wide receiver. We're going to see this replay in a minute. You're going to see a wonderful block on the edge by the Alcoa wide receiver.
Yeah, their wide receivers, I'll tell you, can get it done. They don't just catch the ball, they block as well. 3:43 to go here in this 1st quarter. We're glad you're with us on a Friday night of high school football. Graff going to hand that ball off to Micah Jones, and now all of a sudden the ball's loose. Ball is loose. And it looks like the Raptors recover, and they do.
Coming out of there with it, number 5 for the Raptors, Lane Summerall falls on it, and that's a big, big turnover, my friend. Alcoa making plays through the feet of Eli Graff, and a turnover on a run up the middle is a drive killer and a momentum changer.
I'll tell you what, Alcoa really was going right there. So on the 33-yard line is where Ravenwood will start again. They have this 6-0 lead already. So 1st and 10. And now we have yet another quarterback, and this is going to be Babaloa, who started the game. Chance came in for him. Now Babaloa drops back to pass. He's looking, being chased. He's going to throw it out of bounds. Nice pressure. Number 42 for Alcoa. Did a good job, Sutter. He is just a sophomore.
Coming from his Mike linebacker position, just blitzed through the hole, Russell, and forces Babaloa to get rid of it quickly.
So a 2nd down and 10. Babaloa will stay in the ball game. Chance led Ravenwood down pretty much with almost a Tebow-like running game.
Yes.
The old Florida style for Ravenwood to get their 1st touchdown. And they're going to hand that ball off, and that is a gain of about 5 yards. So a nice run right there by
Mr. Pace.
I believe it's Pace, who's had a terrific game at running back so far tonight.
It's a big play right here, my friend.
Yeah, and there's hurrying this thing up. 2 receivers down to the bottom of your screen. Going to be a double pass, maybe? No. Alcoa all over it.
Eats it up. The Tornadoes. Number 0, Jameer Dean, says no sirree. It looked like a double pass. We'll never know because Dean ate it up so quickly, stuffs it for a loss, and the Raptors have to punt.
All right, and so you take a look at the Carriage Hill replay, and a nice job by the Tornadoes, and a good stop by Alcoa as well. Had a good drive, fumbled, turned it over. Now Ravenwood is going to punt. Graff, the quarterback, is back to receive. 15 seconds on the play clock. They're going to get 11 guys out here right now. They still got plenty of time. We're inside 10 on the play clock, down to about 8. You see we're getting close to that 2-minute mark in the first quarter. And kicker standing on his own 19-yard line.
You got to delay a game here, I think.
Yeah, I think we're going to run it down. And it is going to be a delay a game. Back it up 5 yards. You see some of that early on in the season.
Yeah, they looked like they had trouble getting their personnel out there. Hey, it's first punt of the year. Not everybody on punt team remembers to go out.
All right, so Graff standing on his own 35-yard line. And here we go. The punt from Crabtree is up in the air. And Graff telling everybody to get away from it. Going to take a Ravenwood bounce down to the 34-yard line. And let's see what the Tornadoes can do now after a drive that was stalled by a turnover. But a great job by the defense to say, hang on, guys, we're still Alcoa.
Sudden change. The key is how do you respond in those moments? And the Tornadoes responded beautifully, force a 3 and out, and get the ball back in really good field position. Now the offense has got to do something with it.
All right, you take a look at the Alcoa sidelines. It's tight. They got a tight sidelines over here at Alcoa, don't they? It is really close to the stands.
It is tight, yes.
All right, so Graff gonna hand that back ball off to one of the bigger running backs in the league for about a 3-yard carry, I'd say. And it will be second down and about 6 for Alcoa. Stokely on the carry right there, I believe. Second down and 6.
I think that's Jermon Bishop, number 23.
Yeah, it is, and he is going to stay in there. 3 receivers, 2 to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. And Bishop, again, good golly, he's big.
He's a big kid, and man, you're going to tackle that big man, you better be low. And that's exactly what number 4 for Ravenwood did. Comes up and hits him at his knees to stop him. Jalen Pollard coming up from his free safety position. Some great open field tackle.
Yeah, 6 feet, 240. Just a sophomore is Bishop.
This is meant affectionately. I would say Mr. Bishop is a load.
I'll say. So a big 3rd down and 3 for Alcoa. 40 seconds left before this first quarter ends, and Alcoa is going to call a timeout and talk things over. All right, so we started off with Ravenwood going right down the football field, scoring a touchdown, missing the extra point. But so far, Alcoa's defense did a good job. Coach Tony Rogers on the sidelines. Coach, they got hit early, but Alcoa seems to be kind of getting their stride a little bit right now.
Down here, there hadn't been a whole lot of advancing. They're really doing a good job keeping composure on the sidelines. Man, what a great temperature down here on the field, by the way. I mean, it is a perfect night in East Tennessee.
You know, I thought it would be smoking hot, and it was early, but it has cooled off just a little bit, and it is perfect. So 40 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
I'm sorry, bro.
And it is going to be 3rd down and 3. So Alcoa calls a timeout to talk about this. Eli Owens, wonder if they're going to put him in the backfield.
You might see him move in the backfield. You know, Tony made a great point there, Russell, about the Alcoa coaches. No panic, staying calm. Hey, this is not their first rodeo. They've been there and done that,
yep.
And they're not going to panic.
All right, so Bishop staying in the game. You can see they're going strong side to the top of your screen. Let's see what happens right here. And it looks like Alcoa moved.
It's false start, yeah.
And coming out of a timeout, you know Coach Nick's not going to be happy about that.
Now it takes 3rd and 3, makes it 3rd and 8. probably turns it into a passing down, although as talented as Graff is with the football in his hand when he's running, quarterback run is certainly an option.
Yeah, last time they were in this situation, he ran it, got the first down, so.
Defensive shift caused that.
That decent defensive shift at the last second from Ravenwood is kind of what caused that whole thing to happen. So a 3rd down and 3 turns into a 3rd down and 7. So Graff going to be in shotgun. Bishop behind them. Still really no receivers. They got these guys tucked in here. And he drops back to pass. He's being trailed. Goodness, chased. Graff gets out of it. He's going to try to run, but he is sacked. And that will bring up another 4th down. Austin Mayfield, the senior, comes up to make the tackle for Ravenwood.
And a great open field tackle. Great pass rush by the Raptors. Hampton comes back there as we watch this Carriage Hill replay right as he's escaping. And great open field tackle right there as we wrapping up the end of this first quarter.
All right, so they are not going to punt this thing. They are going to wait for the end of the quarter. So the score right now, Ravenwood 6 and Alcoa 0. And we come to the end of the first quarter on the Smart Bank Football Night Live. We will be back. Ravenwood fired up. We'll be back after this. Stay with us.
There's 2 things in life I simply can't live without: a second-rate mustache and a first-rate corn dog. Go get you some at the local market.
As a Great Clips salon stylist, I love giving customers the look they want. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details, so it's one less thing for you to worry about. And when I see that confidence at the end of the cut, that's everything to me.
College athletes all over America are using their name, image, and likeness to get deals with companies. Athletes like me. Go deep! I'm Russell Bivin. Go to Rice Buick GMC to purchase your next vehicle. Rice, the smart choice.
Located at 8330 Kingston Pike, or just go to ricegmc.com.
My father and I had a dream of creating a different type of bank. A bank with a great culture, strong values, and a service level that couldn't be matched. In 2007, we did just that by opening our first Smart Bank office in Sevier County. For us, it's more than just business, it's a way of life. Having a trusted financial partner is important. We welcome you to experience Smart Bank.
Nothing beats football on a Friday night, except maybe calling East Tennessee home. I'm Sydney Friedman with Home and Farms Realty, and there's nothing I love more than serving my East Tennessee community. Whether your family is growing and you're looking for a larger home in one of our great school zones, or you're ready to retire on the lake, I am here to make your buying and selling process as seamless as possible. It is my goal to make sure you score the best home for you and your family, so call me when you're ready to move.
As a stylist, I know it can be hard to find time for a haircut. With the Great Clips app, you can put your name on the list from anywhere and head to the salon when it's time for your cut. A great haircut plus more time for what you love. That's Great Clips.
There's 2 things in life I simply can't live without: a second-rate mustache and a first-rate corn dog. Go get you some at the local market.
Welcome back. You see the Ravenwood sidelines. They lead 6-0 here early on. We are beginning this second quarter, but Alcoa has the ball, and it is a 4th down and 8. And they are going to be punting to Ravenwood. A good snap and a nice punt. Going to be a fair catch called at the 28-yard line, where Ravenwood will take over. They had a nice opening drive with Chance as the quarterback. Got stalled a little bit with their quarterback who does a better job passing, Babaloa.
Yeah, they really did. So far, the passing attack has not materialized, but the running attack with Mr. Chance has been the bread and butter for the Raptors.
And they are going to bring him back out there at quarterback, number 10. And Dowland, the junior, will be behind him. First down and 10 from the 31-yard line. I want to thank all our sponsors and any technical bugs that we have going in our first game of the season. Hopefully get that worked out. 11:53 in this second quarter, and Dowland goes to the left side, and a nice stop right there by Alcoa. Stennett, the junior, coming up on the tackle.
Yeah, I saw also Carter Cowart, defensive end, coming in to finish him off as well. It's the first time we've seen Dowland tonight. Mr. Pace had been setting the pace until Dowland got that carry.
Yeah, Dowland, the junior, 5'8", 180, and they're going to fake it. Chance is going to carry the ball. He's got a nice hole, and he is going to come close to another Armor Gym first down. I believe they're going to give that to him. If not, he's awfully close.
Russell, I can't say it enough, and it's still early, but this Ravenwood offensive line, they're good sized, and they are getting pad leverage, and they are blowing the Alcoa defensive line off the ball right now. Something you don't say very often or see very often.
No, first down and 10 on the 40, and they are going to give it to Dowland, and he's got another run, and he is across the 45-yard line. And Stennett on the tackle again, but again, this front for Ravenwood doing a nice job against Alcoa.
Good job by the front. They also caught him in a run blitz there. The right side linebacker blitzed, and of course that's one less man to beat, and he gets a nice run out of it.
Yeah, the Carriage Hill replay you see there. They've only had one throw tonight, and they threw it out of bounds, and now Chance drops back to throw. Maybe that's why. The Tornadoes come in, and look who it is. Stennett coming up there to make the sack from that corner position.
And joined with an assist by Mr. Eli Owens.
Excuse me, it's Stennett, that linebacker position. You see him standing next to Sutterth, the middle linebacker. So it'll be second down and 13 now for Ravenwood. Chance. Boy, he's done a great job for Ravenwood so far tonight. Owens going to try to blitz. He spins. Chance looking to throw. Looking. He is almost brought down. He's still up, and he throws it away. What a nice job by the Ravenwood quarterback just to get rid of it, because that would have been a 13-yard loss.
Eli Owens, you called the blitz. They actually picked it up decently, and he's such a great athlete. When Chance scrambled, here we see it on the Carriage Hill replay, Owens, oh my gosh, almost has him down, just spins out of it and lives to fight another day. He and Mr. Owens are going to meet again today, I think.
Boy, they will. And we want to welcome the new general manager of WVLT, Bruce Austin, and his wife to East Tennessee. Bruce, an official for college football himself. And we appreciate all he's done. And there goes Chance, and that is almost a first down. Ball's loose! Alcoa's got it, folks, and they are off to the end zone. And the Tornadoes are on the scoreboard with a turnover.
What a play. Jameer Dean picks up the football, but the credit needs to go, Russell, to number 9 for Alcoa. Micah Jones absolutely sticks Chance in the middle of the field, pops that football loose for Dean to pick it up and take it to the house.
I think that's what Coach Rogers would call a slobber knocker.
That was a slobber knocker. I think we're going to see maybe after this extra, the point, maybe we'll see the Carriage Hill replay, because that is one we're going to want to see again. Here it is.
That ball just comes loose. Incredible for a Great Clips touchdown. And just like that, with a snap of a finger, Tornadoes are on the board. So let's see if they can get this extra point through. And the snap, not very good, and the kick is off as well. So we have 2 extra points missed so far tonight. So this is a wild one.
It is a wild one.
We're at 6-6.
It is a wild one. That is Alcoa football to a T. A great run by the quarterback. Picks up, 15, and just an absolute great tackle by Micah Jones in the open field. Comes up from his safety position and sticks him, knocks that football loose, Dean picks it up and takes it to the house. Russell, he picked it up and started running, and there was no one between him and the end zone except for people holding tickets.
Yeah, you can look at Coach Hester as just almost, you look at him, you can tell he's almost got that sick feeling right now. You know?
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute, how did we lose 6 there? I think are we going to see the replay again? It's like we've seen such a snippet of it, but it was such a great play.
And
here we go, Carriage Hill.
Well, we'll get that worked out, but we do appreciate Carriage Hill Insurance Company for helping us out. Todd Henderson has helped us out with high school football for I don't know how long. The guy was a quarterback at Carson Newman, then played Major League Baseball, then went back and helped Ken Sparks as the quarterback's coach. So we thank Todd for all he's done, a tremendous friend. So all of a sudden, Chad, we are knotted up.
We are knotted up, and, momentum can shift quickly. Talk about a shifter. We go from Ravenwood 1st and 10 at about the 35 to, Alcoa has run it back for a touchdown. It's 6 up.
Yep, and Tyson kicking it off, and this one might get a chance at being returned, and it does. Caught at the 2-yard line, and he's got a hole, a wedge, and Ravenwood might be off. Something happened, almost looked like a hamstring problem. Did he fumble?
I thought the ball was out. It is like he pulled a hammy. Let's see what they're saying.
The officials are talking it over right now. He fell on his own, and it looked like the ball came loose, and we're going to see if the Tornadoes have it. So we look at the Carriage Hill instant replay right here. He was off and running. Nobody got it. And Alcoa's got the football. But take a look at this instant replay. It just gets tripped up. It almost looked like he pulled something, but he walked off okay.
He did walk off okay. It was like somebody shot him. I mean, and he just went down. That ball comes out and recovered by the Tornadoes. It looks like they're finally going to spot it at the 34-yard line.
Goodness gracious. 2 turnovers, and Alcoa now can go down the field and take the lead here. So Graff, the senior quarterback, 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line. Micah Jones, they're going to throw it out to the outside. That pass is complete for about a 4-yard gain. That is just Colby Cooper, and he's just a junior. 8 of the 11 starters for Alcoa are underclassmen.
Yeah, this is a young Alcoa football team.
Second down and 6. All knotted up here. Again, glad you're with us on this Friday night in East Tennessee. We'll be with you for 10 Friday nights, bringing you high school football. A shift again on that Ravenwood front line. Micah Jones, right side, and he is going to pick up maybe 1 yard, so that's going to bring up about 3rd down and 5 for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, no push there for the Tornadoes. Should have stacked it up right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like number 2, the linebacker for Ravenwood, and getting out of the pile there, Kenner Schlitt.
Micah Jones going to remain in the backfield. Owens, one of the receivers at the top of your screen. Again, the Michigan commit. 3rd down and 5. Graff looking. He's going to turn to his coaches and change the play just a little bit. Play clock is down to 4. Alcoa might need a timeout. Play clock now at 2, and Alcoa is going to call a timeout. Make sure they don't get that 5-yard penalty. So a nice job by the coaching staff. My goodness, it looks like Ravenwood just taking over this game, and turnovers are, it seems like in everything from football to basketball, turnovers are the key.
Turnovers are always the key. I intentionally didn't list it as a key to the game because turnovers are always the key, but right now it is the key because it sure looked like they were going to the house on that kickoff return, and instead he turns it over.
All right, let's go down to Coach Tony Rogers. Coach, the defense of Alcoa, man, they are answering the bell right here, huh?
Tell you what, it's exciting. I think for me, the most exciting thing has been as opportunity is knocked, Alcoa is answering. What I'm getting at right here is when Ravenwood has moved the ball with effectiveness, I'm talking about that last run by Chance. I'm telling you, they never give up.
Yeah.
And you saw the ball get knocked out right there on the special teams play as the guy was just running down the field. I mean, they're world-class dude, right? They're number 8, commit to MTSU. They never give up. Ball gets knocked out. They're taking advantage of the opportunities. Pretty solid.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach. And we know you have gone head-to-head with Alcoa back in your head coaching days at West. And you know that they never give up on this thing. I'll tell you that. Great point. 7:56 to go here in this second quarter. And a big third down. It feels like a big third down. Maybe I'm nutty right now, but this feels like a big third down.
No, I think it is a big third down. Alcoa needs to show they can sustain a drive.
All right, Graff steps back, throws it, and its ball is complete. And that will be an Alcoa first down. And a nice job by Dean, who had the turnover, the pickup on the turnover, and a touchdown. So that is an Armor Gym first down, and a great job, a great throw and catch.
Absolutely. I tell you, I think the official might have missed it. Dean sort of flexed right before the snap, and the official didn't see it. I think that was a good sign that he was getting the football, but he ran a nice route on just a little slant, just enough for the first down.
All right, so 1st and 10 on their own 47-yard line. Micah Jones going to go in motion. Graff going to try to run it himself, and it does not look like he's going to get much at all. That's going to be a 4-yard loss, and a nice job by the Ravenwood guys up front there, Chad.
They just absolutely ate it up. Jalen Pollard from his free safety position is up playing tight, and he recognized quarterback run and ate it up for about a 3-yard loss.
Carriage Hill can bring you the insurance risk management you need. Give Carriage Hill a call for any insurance that you might need. Oh, Chris Wampler, VFL, works for Carriage Hill. And he's the head of the Letterman's Club at UT, so he's down on the sidelines every game for Tennessee, still giving back to the community. 6:30 to go. Second down, Graff looking, rolling, got to throw it out fast, and that ball is complete. That's going to be a gain of about 12, and that is Owens. Eli Owens, you can see a catch down near the shoelaces. It's going to be 3rd down and 8, but a great play by the young man who's already committed to Michigan.
Yeah, it's a nice catch. And really nice throw by Graff. He was under duress there and fires a strike to Owens to make it 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, Tony Rogers talked before the game in the pregame about Graff kind of being the all-purpose guy for Alcoa. One of the leaders. 3 receivers down here to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. Jones in the backfield, Graff back to pass. Looking, he might run himself, and he does, and he's gonna get the first down. Graff comes through again with a huge play and an Armor Gym first down.
What a move by Eli Graff in the open field to turn a 3-yard gain into a 9-yard gain and a pickup of a first down.
I tell you, it seems like every single time that they are in a position where it doesn't look like they're going to do anything, they come out and they do something like this. So Graff, this was the earlier pass to Eli Owens, who made a great play, and then later Graff runs for the first down. So 1st and 10 on the Ravenwood 42-yard line. And the handoff is going to go to Micah Jones, and he gains about 6 yards. So a nice run right there by the Tornadoes.
Good, tough running by the Tornadoes. Jalen Pollard, number 4 for the Raptors, is active from that safety position and on the stop with number 5, Lane Summerall, inside linebacker. There's some dudes on this field tonight, Russell.
My goodness. I mean, you're going to see a lot of them playing on Saturdays next year. 2nd down and 4, 4:37 to go here in this first half. Micah Jones, 6 feet, 200-pound sophomore in the backfield. Just a sophomore. He gets it here, and he runs, and he might pick up a first down. He does, and gets close to the 26-yard line.
And by doing so, ran through a tackle by number 22, Austin Mayfield. Looked like Mayfield had him, and Jones, to your point, big stout kid, he was like, I'm not going down that easy. Bust through that to get a first down, another Armor Gym first down for the Tornadoes.
All right, so Jones is going to come out of the ball game for the time being, and the big running back, German Bishop, 6 feet, 240. As you can see him in the backfield. And Graff going to run right side, looking to throw, and it is complete, I think. What a throw and catch. Beautiful catch by Cooper, the junior.
Great catch by Cooper. And really nice throw by Graff because he's under a lot of pressure and gets just enough on it for the first down as we see this Carriage Hill replay.
I'll tell you what, he has done a really nice job, Graff, at getting out of trouble and somehow completing the replay, completing these passes for a first down. They're on the 15-yard line of Ravenwood, and it is a first down and 10. And they are going to hand the ball off, and flag is going to be on the field, a gain of 1.
Yeah, that came out immediately.
Bishop on the carry. It's going to be on Alcoa, so that'll take them back just a little bit. We have 3:07 to go here in this first half. If you're just joining us for Football Night Live, brought to you by Smart Bank, we're glad you're with us. Stop by Smart Bank for your best banking needs, and that is going to be, again, penalty on Alcoa. Going to take them back 10 yards. So now all of a sudden they're on their own. They're on the 25-yard line of Ravenwood. But again, it seems like every single time they get in a position like this, they somehow come back and make something out of it. It'll still be first down.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to the point we were talking about earlier. There's no panic in these tornadoes.
All right, back in the game is Micah Jones. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. Graff gonna fake it, gonna throw to Owens across the middle. He's got it, and he gets down to the 11-yard line. A nice job by the senior, and those two guys been buddies for a long, long time. They got some good chemistry.
Yeah, ride your horses, right? That's what we talked about in the pregame. Your horses are Graff and Owens, and that's what we saw right there. Nice run after the catch as well. And a good tackle by Matt Anderson, inside linebacker. Owens might have been dancing in the end zone on that one.
You know, incredible. Eli Owens won 3 state championships in football and 2 in basketball. I mean, what in the world?
So he's going for potentially 7, right?
Hey, that's right.
That's not bad.
Second down. They're going to give the ball to Jones. He's trying to break a tackle. He does pick up about 1 yard. But a nice play from the Auburn commit, Starr, who comes up from that corner position to make the tackle. 153 and counting in this first half.
Yeah, joined by the tackle number 77, Cooper Midget.
So 3rd down and 7. They can get a first down. It's not 3rd down and goal. Play clock is at 20. Graff comes in to make this play call. Micah Jones, you see number 9, the running back. And at that receiver position, Dean, who already has a touchdown, and Graff left side, got a room. He's going to get down close to a first down. I think, Chad, he's about a yard short.
I think he's just short as well, Russell. Nice cutback. That play was designed to go a little bit wider. They strung it out pretty well, Ravenwood did, and Graff cuts it back and gets another 3 or 4 yards to make it 4th and looks like 2.
And I don't think they're even hesitating as far as going for this thing.
I'd be shocked if anything happens other than they're going for it here.
All right, so we got inside a minute, as you can see here. Play clock is at 17. Graff just now coming in. One of the rare teams that huddle up anymore in high school football. Play clock is at 8. Now it's at 7. We'll see if Alcoa calls a timeout. They will. Too important not to at this point. 33.2 seconds to go. All tied at 6. See if Alcoa can get the lead right here.
Yeah, this is a big moment in this ball game, Russell. 4th down and 2. 33 seconds though. So can you get the first down? And you can, but you're going to have enough time to score thereafter.
All right, Coach Rogers, a little momentum Alcoa's getting right now, huh? All right, so they got 4th and 2. Not showing any timeouts left for Alcoa, at least on the scoreboard. So this is going to be kind of interesting here, Chad, if they're going to throw the football, run the football. What are they going to do here? Because whatever they do, they're going to have to do it quick.
Yep, clock will stop on a first down, but you'll have to move quick. And, you know, we talked about how they were going to go for it, and they're kicking a field goal.
Yeah, it looks like they will. Try to kick the field goal and get this lead. And we'll see if they can pull through right here. The kicker, Tyson, that ball is up, and it is straight through the uprights. And for the first time tonight, the Alcoa Tornadoes have the lead, 9-6 over Ravenwood, after 2 huge turnovers by Ravenwood.
Yeah, just absolutely huge. You know, we said, I'll call it. I said, I'm going to be shocked if they don't go for it. He thought about it, took a timeout, and kicks the field goal. Part of my surprise was, one, Alcoa football is, we're going to jam it down your throat if we can. And number 2, they missed the extra point on a bad snap. Kudos right there on that to number 97, Chase Lawrence, the holder. That snap was good. It was a little high. He got that thing down smoothly, and Tyson hit a moonball in there for the field goal to make it 9-6. It's been a whale of a first half.
You know, the way this game has gone, at least in the first half, taking the point is probably the best move.
No question, yeah. Because, I mean, you're right now granted with 28 seconds and these returners for Ravenwood, anything can happen. But you're maybe going into the half with a lead, which, frankly, you got dominated in the first quarter, and you lost a good chunk of the second quarter. If you're Alcoa, you take it into the house at halftime with a lead, you're feeling great.
All right, now last time Ravenwood had a kickoff return, it looked like it was going to be a beautiful one, and kind of a freak play. A player just tackled, really, he wasn't even tackled. He got tripped up, and he ended up fumbling the ball. So we'll see again what happens here, and it looks like this one might just go in the end zone and be an automatic touchback. So with 28 seconds left here in this first half, we'll see if Ravenwood just downs it or if they try to get something going, or maybe just a throw out to the side to see if they can get something going.
Right. Yeah, it's either going to be let's take it to the house, or it's going to be let's see if we can pop one, maybe a safe conservative play, and if we do, then maybe we'll think about throwing one deep.
All right, so Babaloa, who is more of the throwing quarterback, does come out in shotgun formation for Ravenwood. First down and 10, 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top, and a running back in there who's going to stay to block, and they are going to try to throw. Babaloa looks, being chased. A flag on the field, might be a hold, and throws it out of bounds, and we'll see if this will come back 10 yards.
Yeah, I do believe it is going to be a holding call. And it is indeed a hold. And Coach Hester, this would be a good time to take a knee and go to halftime.
Yeah, I have a feeling if maybe something had happened right there, maybe they would have continued to do it. Graff is going to come in, the quarterback going to come in that corner position. At Alcoa, they do play a lot of guys both ways. They're going to back it down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah. So. Needs to be a take a knee here. It's just, it's so, most high school offenses are not going 80 yards in 28 seconds.
Yeah.
And the risk you have on a play like that we just saw.
Well, especially with 2 turnovers already. So Babaloa looks, but he is going to throw, or is he just going to run it? He looks, he is going to fire it. He's got a guy open, and that ball is complete to the Auburn commit. Down to the 39-yard line. Gets behind the defense. 9.1 seconds left. That'll stop the clock as they move the chains. Boy, we don't know much, do we?
No, Coach Hester making it apparent that he can coach football and we can sit up here and talk because we don't know what we're talking about on that. Donovan Starr, the 4-star Auburn commit, behind the secondary, and a dart by Femi Babaloa.
Yeah.
Now, here's the question. You got 9 seconds, and you've got, where they spot that football, the 39, 38 and a half?
He can get it to the end zone, and Ravenwood's going to call a timeout right here.
Yeah,
Talk things over at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, he can definitely. I wonder if do we have any knowledge on the strength of the field goal kicker for Ravenwood. I'm not worried about him getting in the end zone. I'm wondering how much more distance they need to put him in field goal range.
Well, I believe Ravenwood is showing different on the scoreboard, but I believe they are out of timeouts. They may have one left. But again, like you said, if they do get a first down, it will stop the clock, and they could have a shot at a field goal. But, man, what a change of events down at your 4-yard line, and all of a sudden you're in Alcoa territory.
I mean, look, I'll own it. I'm like, Coach, why are you dropping back?
I thought the same thing.
Throwing the football. You did it on the first play when we didn't think you should, and your quarterback, you had a holding penalty, and he ran for his life and kind of chucked one up to get rid of it.
Go down to Mr. Jones's house, turn right, and I'm whipping the ball to you.
Absolutely, but instead he's like, Star, hey, go long, yeah.
All right, so Babaloa is going to come back at the quarterback position. Donovan Starr, again, he is number 0, commit to Auburn. He's going to be at the top of your screen. He is in the middle, or excuse me, closer to the line of scrimmage, right there. He can fly, so if they can get some blocking, maybe they will go to the end zone. So here we go. Alcoa leading Ravenwood. 9 seconds left here in this first half. Babaloa drops back. Got protection, fires. It is not complete. It came out. And that would have stopped the clock and maybe allowed a field goal, but it does stop the clock at least. 2.4 seconds left. But that ball, pretty nicely thrown.
It was intended, it looked like 15 sidelongly, and pretty good route. He just wasn't able to come up with it. I'll tell you what I liked about that pass. It was thrown where the only person who could catch it was his wide receiver. No one else getting their hands on that one.
Good point. Already 2 turnovers, so you got to figure this one's going to the end zone or maybe even some type of trick play, but 3 receivers to the top. They are in a prevent defense for Alcoa. Got guys all the way down to their 10-yard line. Babaloa drops back, and Owens comes in, but he misses him. Babaloa running for his life, looking, and he's going to throw it away, and that will end the first half. So Alcoa, wow, what a turn of events. Was down 6-0. Turnovers, a huge difference. And let's go down to Coach Tony Rogers with Coach Nix. Tony?
Coach, is this about what you expected?
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad we're coming in with a lead at halftime. I think it's great. I mean, this is it's a war. It's why we prepare like we do. We work our kids like we do. We've both made some mistakes. We've both made some great plays, and it's going to come down to probably whoever has the ball last and who is going to make the least amount of mistakes in the second half and just dial in and play.
Weigh in on the effort of this team so far.
Oh, the effort's been great. Like I said, we've not dropped our heads. Things have went our way. Things have not went our way, and we've just kind of been steady, and this is right where we want to be.
Any adjustments you got to make?
No, I mean, we need to play more physical on defense, run to the ball, tackle the ball a little bit better, be more consistent on the offense, running the ball. But that last drive was very indicative of that. We ran the ball better, and just, identifying where their playmakers are, getting lined up, just all the little things you got to clean up in game 1.
Coach, thanks a lot, man. Good luck to you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. There you go,
All right.
Russell. Tell you
Coach
what,
Rogers,
man, this team's pretty solid, aren't they?
I'll tell you, you're not a small guy in height at all, and Nix looks like he towers over you, man. He was going to put you in his pocket there for a second. All right, then. Anywho, the Sidney Freeman Real Estate Halftime Show is coming up. Alcoa leads 9-6 over Ravenwood. Stay with us.
Wendy's has new saucy nugs. And if Wendy's found a way to make their nugs even better, anything is sauceable! For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford & Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Experience quality and value in this pre-owned 2023 Ford Expedition Limited 4x4 $67,950, 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor SVT $41,950, 2023 Ford Escape ST Line $28,940. Local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
Communities are built
one connection at a time.
Lives are changed
one moment at a time.
At TDS, we believe in the power of people. We believe in the power of community.
We believe in the power of connection.
So far, over 1,000 employees
have given over 16,000 hours of time
to over 1,000 organizations.
And we're just getting started.
Because we believe
the power of doing good
together.
Powers better tomorrows for us all.
Rick, high school football season is almost here. We ready for Varsity All Access?
Oh, absolutely, and we've got somebody new helping us out this year.
Just a little behind him, Rick. You got to lead the receiver.
Catch Varsity All Access, powered by 5-Star Preps, every Friday night this fall for all your high school football highlights and scores. Varsity All Access, sponsored by Ray Varner Ford and Clinton.
Kind of feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Gotta be fresh.
All right, and welcome back. As you can see, the band getting ready to take the field. They work so hard during the summers. I'll tell you what, in that hot heat, you think about these football players, but these guys do as well. And we're going to show them coming up in just a moment. But I'll tell you what, Chad Hadmaker joining us, Russell Biven, glad you're with us on this Friday night. And so far, this has been one wacky ball game.
It's absolutely been wacky. So we tout the Ravenwood passing attack. They've got D1 receivers at the wide receiver positions. What do? They play the backup quarterback, and they run the football down the Tornadoes' throat for a quarter and a half, take a lead. They actually are dominating in the line of scrimmage, which never happens when you play Alcoa.
Yeah.
And then what happens? Alcoa football, just an absolute stick of a play on defense. Ball pops loose, 65-yard touchdown run. That gets their legs under them. 9-6 at halftime, Alcoa.
Yeah, and another turnover on that special teams. They got the ball back. I'll tell you, Graff is doing a nice job on offense as that quarterback of Alcoa to either make some kind of play running the ball or make some great throws tonight.
Yeah, he's an athlete, and we talked about in the pregame, one of the keys for the Tornadoes, ride your horses. Eli Graff, Eli Owens, we've seen it. Graff's played great with his legs tonight. What does Eli Owens do? Oh, he just disrupts the drive a minute ago by rushing the quarterback and forcing him to throw the ball away. What do they do when they have to get a big gainer? Well, let's just hit Eli Owens going over the middle and let him run through somebody for 10 yards.
And he makes the catch, and he makes a shoestring catch down at the bottom, kind of shows his athleticism.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great game. We talked in the pregame, Donovan Starr, he's listed at defensive back. Is he going to play any wide receiver? Oh, yeah, we'll work him in. Work him in to get the big gainer.
Yeah, we take a look at some of these highlights, and there was the one you're talking about, these Carriage Hill replays. My gosh, that was the one. They're down 6-0, and then he just takes it and goes to the house.
And it totally flipped the complexion of this game. Just an absolute stick of a tackle live by number 8, and then Jameer Dean picks it up and takes it to the house and flips the whole complexion of the game, Russell.
Yeah, Jameer Dean, just a sophomore. It's amazing how many sophomores are out here, doing this.
Yeah, it really is. It's a young football team, but they're not playing young tonight.
All right, we're going to hear the band in just a moment, but this is the Sidney Freeman Real Estate Halftime Show. We'll be right back right after this. Stay with us.
Nothing beats football on a Friday night, except maybe calling East Tennessee home. I'm Sydney Friedman with Home & Farms Realty, and there's nothing I love more than serving my East Tennessee community. Whether your family is growing and you're looking for a larger home in one of our great school zones, or you're ready to retire on the lake, I am here to make your buying and selling process as seamless as possible. It is my goal to make sure you score the best home for you and your family, so call me when you're ready to move.
My father and I had a dream of creating a different type of bank. A bank with a great culture, strong values, and a service level that couldn't be matched. In 2007, we did just that by opening our first Smart Bank office in Sevier County. For us, it's more than just business, it's a way of life. Having a trusted financial partner is important. We welcome you to experience Smart Bank.
Bolts back on the move and makes the catch! Somehow hung on!
I'm glad that wasn't a Loudoun County fence.
Whether you're ready to score the perfect home or receive the best offer, I am here to come up with the best game plan to fit you and your family's needs. I'm Sydney Friedman with Home and Farms Realty. I will be there for every play, and I'm here to coach you through the buying and selling process in the most fun way possible.
College athletes all over America are using their name, image, and likeness to get deals with companies. Athletes like me. Go deep! I'm Russell Bivin. Go to Rice Buick GMC to purchase your next vehicle. Rice, the smart choice. Located at 8330 Kingston Pike, or just go to ricegmc.com. Taking a look at this Alcoa band on this beautiful Friday night in East Tennessee. Alcoa is leading Ravenwood 9-6. Ravenwood from Middle Tennessee, so you look over there at the guest stands and not as packed as the home stands over here at Alcoa, but boy, do they do a job. They do some tailgating. They had the grilling going. You could smell it coming down Alcoa Highway.
You made an observation early on in that first quarter when Ravenwood was just driving the football at will. Tell us a little bit more about that.
What happened if you saw that drive? It was a lot of pad leverage. Alcoa just was, I think, there was a little anxious, maybe getting off the ball a little late, but Ravenwood's offense was just underneath their pads. They again, when you face a team like Ravenwood, you're going to have to expect it. They're big, they're bruisers, and they're hungry. They want to win this football game. It's a tight football game. I think there's a lot of adjustments being made right now in both locker rooms. I think some of the best staffs in the state right now are conniving and scheming to try to see what their teams can do in this second half to hopefully come out with a W.
What do you think the Raven, Coach Hester talking about that we're down 9-6 and we've had 2 turnovers?
I'm sure that they just can't. They're talking about how they're shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, they're owning special teams. It seems like yardage-wise, both teams have missed an extra point. Hey, excuse me, guys, go ahead and cross. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Got to get out of the way of these guys, man.
The keyboards are in the way.
You're still nimble, though. I mean, look at you're still nimble, Tony. I want everybody to notice that. You nimbly avoided the band.
I was fired up with the Eurythmics being played.
I would have loved to have seen you on the keyboards.
But anyway, I would say that, the coaching staffs from both teams just pleased with the effort, but I think honestly Ravenwood staff, Coach Hester, they're right now saying, guys, hold on to that football. Hold on to the football. We're in this game. We own the game. That's where they are right now. Yeah. That scoop and score was crucial in that first half, wasn't it?
Boy, I mean, it really was. And Chad came in at that quarterback position, that running wise, and took them right down the field. Will they go back to him?
Yeah, I would, because it's interesting. When we talked in the pregame, what's one of the keys to victory for Ravenwood is, can you hold up in the trenches? Because week in, week out, you will not play a more physical football team than Alcoa. Well, the answer so far for Ravenwood when running the ball is yes. They held up fine in the trenches running the ball. When they tried to pass, not so much.
Yeah.
Eli Owens wreaking havoc. Another couple of the defensive linemen for Alcoa wreaking havoc. So if I'm Ravenwood, I come out and I run Chance until they stop it.
Sure, and there's Chance alongside Dowland, who didn't get too many carries there in the first half, but when he did, he gained several yards. But again, that offensive line doing a nice job for Ravenwood here in this first half. Again, they've got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, lost to their arch rival Brentwood last year in the quarterfinals. But this defense for Alcoa just swarming.
Just swarming. Look at the pressure right there from the Tornadoes. That was the play where Michigan commit Eli Owens just takes Chance, almost sacks him. Heck of a play by Chance, frankly, to escape it and get rid of it. We've seen Owens all over the field. On that play, we also had Suttereth from his middle linebacker position, number 42, in there. Stinett's been active on the defensive line. We've seen Jameer Turner, the nose guard, make some plays. We've seen Cowart make some plays at defensive end.
Real quick, sorry to interrupt you. You love this right here. Those guys playing a little football on the side. But here's the kickoff return that went sideways as we look at this Carriage Hill instant replay. He doesn't get tackled. Something happened there.
It was like you said, he pulled a hammy, but he walked off on his own power. And that ball, the Carriage Hill replay shows us clear as day. That ball did come out.
Yeah, it did.
I knew they called it a fumble, but I couldn't tell whether it was out or the turf caused it. It clearly came out, so the officials got it right, as they most of the time do. And what a big momentum swing that was.
Yeah, it is. And I'll tell you, we talk about high school football being a community event. You can see all these little kids running around. Look at it, waving. Maybe some future Tornadoes out there behind the field goal post playing a little backyard football in between quarters. Remember doing that as a kid on a Friday night?
Oh, yeah. You didn't watch the game. You just played in the grassy area behind the stands, right? That's what you did.
Oh, my gracious.
Look at all, and here's what else. Look at all the jersey there on that young man, some other jerseys there. These are kids that become Tornadoes when they're little, and they play for the Tornadoes from maybe, till probably at the age where somebody has to help them put their pads on, all the way to high school.
Yeah, that's the truth. All right, we're going to be back with more of this halftime show. Thank you, Sydney, for sponsoring this. We appreciate it. She'll help you sell a home, I'll tell you that. We'll be right back.
There's two things in life I simply can't live without: a second-rate mustache and a first-rate corn dog. Go get you some at the local market.
College athletes all over America are using their name, image, and likeness to get deals with companies. Athletes like me. Go deep! I'm Russell Bivin. Go to Rice Buick GMC to purchase your next vehicle. Rice, the smart choice.
Located at 8330 Kingston Pike, or just go to ricegmc.com.
Center. Hunter Ensley bolts back on the move. Whoa, makes the catch! Somehow hung on.
I'm glad that wasn't a Loudoun County fence.
Customize your ride at Phoenix Conversions, Knoxville's premier truck accessory superstore. Let our expert team upfit your truck, van, or SUV with our top-notch accessories. Elevate your ride, stand out on the road, and make every drive exceptional. Whether it's for personal use or commercial fleets, Phoenix Conversions is your trusted partner in customization. Your truck, your fleet, our expertise.
Phoenix Conversions, when it has to be the best.
There's two things in life I simply can't live without: a second-rate mustache and a first-rate corn dog. Go get you some at the local market.
All right, welcome back to Sidney Freeman Real Estate Halftime Show. We talked about number 8 Hubbard for Ravenwood possibly getting injured on that play that we showed, but he is okay. I just don't think he's actually come back in the game.
Yeah, I didn't see him after that. I hope he is okay. I mean, obviously, first game of the year. You don't want to get injured at any time, but a young man like that, who's going to be key to their season, you can't have him going down first half.
You talk about last year, he was the Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, in the region. I mean, that's how impressive is that?
Yeah, incredible. 76 catches for over 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. He's committed to MTSU. It was just a wild-looking play that, quite frankly, I've never really even seen before.
No, it was, that you hear sometimes people say the turf monster got him, and that's exactly what it was. He just running along, and he might have taken that one to the house.
I'll tell you, this is something that Mark Nagy has brought up many times, that you get 20 minutes at halftime in high school football, but it's never 20 minutes.
No.
It's 20 minutes, then they come out and they do a little warm-up.
That's exactly right. Do a little stretching, usually around 25 or so, I would say.
And there's a look at Ravenwood, the big 6A team, 28 seniors, lost to Alcoa last year in this game, trying to get a little revenge. And you see these lights going off here. That's something they do here at Alcoa. Nothing wrong. It just means the Tornadoes are coming back on the field.
Alcoa was the first program in the area to have a Jumbotron, and it's impressive. I mean, still, I've seen it many a time, but as I look at it now, I'm like, we're at a high school football stadium.
Yeah, now you look at so many of them do have these Jumbotrons. And I remember Gary Terry, the AD at Anderson County, got these lights that go off. Yes. He called me and he said, I've been down to Georgia Tech and Alabama and seen these lights. We're going to get them at Anderson County. And now you see them at a lot of the high schools across the area. As you look at the student section of Alcoa tonight, always a fun Friday night, man. Little kids, high school students, beautiful. And look at this little guy. That might be the shot of the night.
Right there.
That might be the future quarterback.
He's enjoying that thumb right now. Might be past his bedtime.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's. I'll tell you what, this is almost past your bedtime.
That's not much of a stretch, my friend.
You attorneys get up early, don't you?
That's right. You got to get up early. Early bird gets the worm, all those things. Yeah. Now, listen, something like this, I'm wired and ready to go.
Got a lot of high school football going on across the area, and Rick Russo and the guys will bring you all that action tonight on WVLT, because there will be a lot of it.
Yeah, some great games tonight. Another big game tonight in the area. Jefferson County and Oak Ridge, big game. We got Jeffco next week.
Yeah, we do, and they're going to be at Sevier County, and some Division I prospects going to be playing in that game, and then Bearden going up to Anderson County. Anderson County with a big win last night against Powell.
They look good.
Yeah, they do, and Coach Gillum does a great job in Anderson County. His son, who's a quarterback, didn't even play last night, has been offered by Lane Kiffin already.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. Yeah, next week you got the Sevier County has offensive lineman who's committed to D1. You've got Jefferson County, big Nick Moore, committed to the Vols. Just can't wait to see those two square off.
Gosh, that is going to be something else.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It's a battle in the trenches next week for sure.
Yeah, going to be a ton of fun. We again thank all our sponsors for helping us with Football Night Live. Sidney Friedman, of course, Smart Bank being our title sponsor, KOC, Pregame, Carriage Hill, all of them great clips. Really appreciate it. Armor Gym, you're over there with Pops and the gang.
With
Dusty.
With Kenny Pops Norris, my friend Pops Norris, my friend Dusty Holden, Armor Gym. That is the place to be, my friend. I mean, they let people like me in, and they have serious athletes there, too.
Boy, they do. Dusty doesn't play.
Dusty does not play. I mean, he can almost get Jed Dance in shape.
I don't know if that's going to happen. If folks out there know old Jed Dance from Bacon and Company, and we appreciate them providing a lot of apparel and T-shirts for us. There was a look at those lights they got going. But if you're just joining us, Alcoa is leading Ravenwood 9-6 at the half, and we're going to kick things off in about 50 seconds. Give us some keys to this next half, Chad, as Alcoa is leading this by 3.
Well, it's funny. The game script has gone in some ways exactly like we thought, in some ways a little different. The biggest difference is Ravenwood. We thought we're going to be using those talented D1 commits at receiver, throw the ball down the field. That hadn't worked. What has worked is running the football. So from your Ravenwood standpoint, you got to continue to be able to run the football, sustain offensive drives. If you're Alcoa, obviously you got to respond to that. You got to get more physical in the defensive line of scrimmage, try to stop that. If you're Alcoa, you need to try to sustain something on offense.
Sure.
They've not really sustained anything all night. Their 2 best offensive plays, one of them was a broken play, which Graff tucked it down and ran, big gainer, and then the other one was a turnover. So it's just been, the other one was not a turnover. The other one was Graff around the edge.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get something sustained to be comfortable in winning this football game. And now, typically Alcoa, great defense, you can win low-scoring games. I don't think the final score is going to be 9-6 tonight.
Yeah, I agree. And Jefferson County, you mentioned them. They're leading Oak Ridge right now, 21-14. Pigeon Forge up 14-0 over Hampton. Sevier County leading Carter 28-7. Some other scores. Gibbs up on Union County right now, 7-0. William Blunt leading at the half against Austin East big, 36-6. Harriman over Kingston right now, 20-7. And Knox Central, 14-6 lead over Fulton. Alcoa will get the ball first, leading by 3. Kicking things off, Guerra for Ravenwood. 3 back deep for the Tornadoes, and here we go. Off and running in this second half, the Smart Bank Football Night Live, and this one is going to be returned, but kind of a wacky return to 5-yard lines. The ball's loose. See if Alcoa got it.
They did.
Graff jumped on it.
Yeah, imagine that. Eli Graff with a heads-up play to save a turnover. Talk about a momentum shift right there, my friend. If you fumble the opening kickoff and give it to Ravenwood on the 3-yard line, as it is, Alcoa will start backed up against the shadow of their own end zone.
Yeah, Dubose, just a sophomore on that return, so they're going to start off 1st and 10 on their own 4-yard line. Backed up, but again, it seems like every time they're backed up, something happens. Micah Jones, a running back, 1 receiver. Graff is in shotgun. Graff, low snap, throws it out, fires, it is complete, and what a tackle by Starr.
Donovan Starr lays the lumber.
Going to Auburn next year.
Yeah, we need to work on him. I need to maybe get some time with him before this game's over. Convince him to wear the right color orange.
That's right. Jameer Dean on the catch, who made a nice grab, 2nd down and 10, so no gain on the play.
Yeah, he's lucky to hang on to that football. It's a credit to him.
All right, they're going to send up 2 receivers to the left of your screen, 1 down to the right. Micah Jones, and they are going to give it to him. That ball almost got loose.
He bounced that one off his shoulder pads and got it back. Lucky that that's not turned over or maybe on the 1 or recovered in the end zone.
You know, this is how this ball game kind of started for Alcoa. When they did have their first offensive series, they just couldn't get anything going.
No, they could not. And it's continuing right now.
3rd down and 12 now. Way down deep in their own territory, backed up in the end zone. So Graff comes out, 3 receivers out to the top of your screen. See if Graff going to just run. Nope, he's going to look. He's going to have some time. Going to just get rid of it. That is a smart quarterback right there.
That is a smart senior quarterback. Never panicked. The rush came, just takes his time, rolls to the left, throws it comfortably out of bounds. That's when you're Coach Nix, 3rd and 12 from your own 2. You don't mind dropping back in the end zone to pass when you got a smart kid like that at quarterback.
Yep. All right, so Alcoa way backed up. You can see the punter almost in the very back of his end zone. Good snap. And a pretty good kick right there. And it is caught at the 35-yard line of Alcoa. Ravenwood is on the run down inside the 10-yard line. So not the way the Tornadoes wanted to start this first half.
Not at all. Cy Longley, 15, a junior, fields that punt in stride, breaks off down the right sideline, and they're in the red zone. They're on the 10-yard line. 10-11 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ravenwood knocking on the door. Russell, you know who the most famous graduate of Ravenwood High School is?
I'll be honest with you, I have no idea.
It's my son-in-law, James Mosley.
How about old James Mosley?
Yeah, he's watching tonight or on streaming tonight in Charlotte with my daughter, Macy. I'm sure the grandgirls are in bed, but if not, got to give them a shout out.
Absolutely. All right, they're going to bring Chance back out at quarterback. He's the one that got them that first touchdown. And he's going to run it to left side. Actually, reverse, and he fumbles, but it's picked up. My goodness.
What else?
Ravenwood fumbled the football, but it was picked back up.
What else are we going to see in this game tonight, my friend? That ball, that's Jalen Pollard, the free safety on the jet sweep, and he bounces that thing off the turf right back to him.
My goodness. You got to feel Coach Hester over there in Ravenwood's going, what is happening right there?
He's like, we got to put glue on this ball, gentlemen.
All right, so here's Chance again at the 15, and this time they're just going to run him, and Alcoa does a nice job stopping him. Stinnett comes up on the tackle along with a couple other linebackers for the Tornadoes, and this will bring up a big 3rd down.
3rd and they've lost a couple yards. 3rd and goal from the 12. Russell, you know, Tony checked on Ben Hubbard at halftime to make sure he was not injured, and the report was that he is not, but he has not been in the football game in this second half.
Yeah, Pace at running back, Chance at quarterback. Chance drops back. He's looking. He's going to run it himself, I think. And he's stopped just short of the end zone.
Nice open field
2-yard
tackle.
line. So 4th down, and let's see what they're going to do.
Nice open field tackle there by number 42 for Alcoa.
Yeah, that
Darius
middle
Suttereth, middle linebacker. He's been active tonight.
So trailing by 3, but at the 2-yard line is Ravenwood. Play clock is at about 15 right now. And Chance is in at quarterback as they are going to go for it. 4th down and goal. See what the Tornadoes can do on defense. Chance going to run, and he's going to get in for his 2nd touchdown of the night.
We've seen that play earlier, Russell. That's exactly what they called to score their first touchdown. Just Chance, quarterback keeper off left guard, left tackle, and he walks into the end zone to make it 12-9 Ravenwood.
And they missed their extra point earlier in this game. Let's see if Guerra can make the extra point this time. Almost blocked. The kick is up, and it is good. So now on the road, and real quickly, Ravenwood has the lead. We'll be back with more of the Smart Bank Football Night Live Game of the Week.
As a Great Clip Salon stylist, I love giving customers the look they want. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details, so it's one less thing for you to worry about. And when I see that confidence at the end of the cut, that's everything to me.
My father and I had a dream of creating a different type of bank. A bank with a great culture, strong values, and a service level that couldn't be matched. In 2007, we did just that by opening our first Smart Bank office in Sevier County. For us, It's more than just business, it's a way of life. Having a trusted financial partner is important. We welcome you to experience Smart Bank.
Bolts back on the move. Whoa, makes the catch! Somehow hung on.
I'm glad that wasn't a Loudoun County fence.
East Tennessee is just different. The people, the places, they're genuine. They're real. Just like the folks at Rice Buick GMC. Our family has trusted them for years and always will. Check out their huge selection at 8330 Kingston Pike or just go to ricegmc.com and experience what our family experiences. Rice, the smart choice.
As a stylist, I know it can be hard to find time for a haircut. With the Great Clips app, you can put your name on the list from anywhere and head to the salon when it's time for your cut. A great haircut plus more time for what you love. That's Great Clips.
And welcome back to the Smart Bank Football Night Live game of the week. You take a look at the Alcoa folks. They were up at half 9-6, now trailing 13-9 to Ravenwood.
Just a great punt return, puts it in position. 4th and 2, absolutely the right call for Ravenwood to go for it, Russell. If you don't score, you make them drive 98 yards, right? And if you do score, you've absolutely capitalized on that great special teams play to take the lead.
I'll tell you what, they almost had 2 turnovers on that drive.
Yes.
Ravenwood did.
Yeah.
Guerra kicking it off. This one is going to go in the end zone, an automatic touchback. So Ravenwood down 3 at the half, and all of a sudden they were able to kind of come back and take the lead on this thing as we take a look with our Carriage Hill replays.
Nice
Chance.
Yeah, nice run by Chance here, breaks it off. Boom, lots of contact there to get down to the 2-yard line. And then what do? 4th and 2. Hey, we're here to win this football game. We're going for pay dirt. Jam it in off of left guard and left tackle on the touchdown right here.
Yeah, you can see that.
Walks it in.
All right, so 1st and 10 for Alcoa. See if they can get things rolling. Graff gonna hand the ball off to that big running back,
Mr. Bishop.
Bishop, just a sophomore, gains about 3 yards. All right, see what we got. I think we got an official timeout on the field. I'm not sure what's going on, but they'll get things going back again. 2nd down and 7. Glad you're with us on this Friday night. A lot of high school football action, and Big Rick Russo will take care of you tonight on WVLT Varsity All Access. Graff fakes it, looks, he's being attacked, but here he goes again. Graff for the 1st down, crosses the 40, and he has had some kind of game at that senior quarterback position.
Yeah, there's a flag on the field, might be coming back, and if so, it's a shame because it's a heck of a play by Eli Graff.
And it is. It's going to be a hold on Alcoa, so a big one. I believe it'll be at the spot of the foul.
Yeah. Looked like they might have gotten, I'm not sure. So we will not falsely accuse.
You don't do that.
You do
as
not.
an attorney. You do not do that.
You do not.
So we'll see how far they back this thing up. Again, it will be at the spot of the foul, so hopefully not that bad if you're an Alcoa fan. And we want to thank Alcoa for having us out. They have been incredibly gracious, great host. Josh Stevens, the AD out here, has just done an amazing job helping us all week. I mean, everything we've asked for, they've helped with, so we certainly appreciate it.
Does a great job, and it is just an absolute great environment for football.
Yeah, as you look at that sidelines, they get all kinds of people involved. 2nd down and 10 on their own 20. Graff, Owens was in motion. He's looking for Owens. Graff's going to end up running it, and we got another flag.
Yeah,
that's going to come back too.
Yeah, that's a hold.
And that almost like a late hit, but no flag there. And Ravenwood, you can't see it, but I believe we've got a cramp on the field. And I tell you what, these first few games, you see cramps all the time.
Yes, you do. In the particularly in the second half, which is what we're seeing right now.
But again, it looks like it is that.
I couldn't tell if it was Starr or, and I believe it is Starr or Pollard. I couldn't get a number on him. Coach, I believe it is Starr.
Yeah. And hopefully, just a cramp for him. I believe it is. It looks like they're stretching it out. We're going to take a quick break right now and be back right after this.
Abraham Lincoln knew the power of an open door. He invited the public into the White House throughout his presidency because he understood open doors lead to new possibilities, new opportunities, and new discoveries. At LMU, our mission is to open doors for every student who comes here, so they can become everything they're meant to be. Come discover how we can open doors for you.
Fisher Tire suggests the best tire for your car and truck.
The Michelin Cross Climate 2 grips better in both wet and dry conditions, allowing you to stop faster. It would be the safest tire for your family.
We have competitive prices with the best service in town.
The BF Goodrich All-Terrain KO2 is the perfect tire for your off-road adventures.
Since 1948, we've supported our community, high schools, and local charities.
Let Fisher Tire take care of your family with Michelin, BF Goodrich, and Uniroyal tires.
Whether you're ready to score the perfect home or receive the best offer, I am here to come up with the best game plan to fit you and your family's needs. I'm Sydney Friedman with Home and Farms Realty. I will be there for every play, and I'm here to coach you through the buying and selling process in the most fun way possible.
East Tennessee is just different. The people, the places, they're genuine, they're real. Just like the folks at Rice Buick GMC. Our family has trusted them for years and always will. Check out their huge selection at 8330 Kingston Pike or just go to ricegmc.com and experience what our family experiences. Rice, the smart choice.
And welcome back to the Smart Bank Football Night Live Game of the Week. Donovan Starr was the one who was on the field, and it was just a cramp. He made his way off, so thankfully he's going to be okay. Coach Nix, a little disappointed with some of those holding calls, but it's going to be 2nd down now and a long 20 for the Tornadoes.
It's 2nd and Gordon Whitener's drive-in right now, my friend.
Down at Loco. That was pretty good. All right, so here comes Graff, going to put a guy in motion. Fakes it, Graff back to pass. Got a guy open, it's Owens, and he kicks it, and he's close to the 1st down, maybe about 3 yards shy. So a great throw and a great catch by Eli Owens.
Yeah, nice catch by Owens. That ball was well thrown, but he did have to adjust in midair to bring it down, and he does. And now it's 3rd and
manageable
8,
for
and
sure,
3rd and
right?
Manageable, yes, sir.
It's going to be 3rd and 5, 6:26 to go here in this 3rd quarter. As you look at Graff. That's seniors. We look at the Carriage Hill instant replay. A nice catch by 44. That Michigan commit. 6 minutes to go here in this third quarter. A big third down. Graff back to pass. Looks. Fires again. Got his guy. It's Owens. And that is an Armor Gym first down. These two guys are like peanut butter and jelly right now.
What did we say in the pregame, Russell? Alcoa keys to victory. Ride your horses. Your horses are Eli Graff and Eli Owens, and that's who they're riding right now to go from being backed up in their own territory to maybe getting a little bit of a drive here at the 34. 1st and 10, looking for more.
You know, Tony said before the game with Graff, he said, expect the extraordinary from Graff, and he has absolutely shown that tonight.
Tony Rogers called him the best athlete in the county, and I wouldn't doubt it.
Graff back to pass again, being chased, going to roll out to his right side, and another flag, and this might be another hold.
Yeah, that's a hold. Coming back, big, I think that's number 70. Well, now I'm looking at the coming off the field for the Tornadoes, and I couldn't get a good. No, it's Bishop, 23, coming off the field. Couldn't tell if they got him on the hold or they got one of the offensive linemen. Bishop sort of tossed his hands up. I think they might have gotten him trying to block, catching the blitzer coming in from his running back position.
Yeah, kind of shooting themselves in the foot right there. And Tony, you talked about Graff, you know, being extraordinary before the game, and he certainly is tonight so far.
He's not one of those guys that's going to let you down. I mean, you can watch him. He's got tons of poise. Every time the ball's in his hand, something special is going to happen, but he's not going to kill you.
Yeah, Ravenwood bringing the blitz. This is going to be Jones on this left side, and he's got a lot of room to run. He gets it a little bit past that first line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd down and 9. But a nice run right there by Micah Jones, just a sophomore.
Nice run, nice block by Mr. Do Everything, Eli Owens, number 44. He locks up with a defensive back and lets Jones get an extra 4 or 5 yards as a result. Carriage Hill replay. Look at Owens just driving his man. Let's go just in time so that he doesn't get a holding call. And all of a sudden it's that penalty +2 they've gotten back, Russell.
Yeah. My man, Todd Henderson at Carriage Hill, by the way, they used to run that veer up at Carson Newman, and he was quarterback. And that might be the only play Graff has made tonight that hadn't been great.
Absolutely, yeah. He had him in the flat and just got rushed a little bit and put it too high.
You know, Henderson claimed that he could run like this 4 flat up there at Carson Newman back in the day. I'm like, you didn't run no 4 flat. And then he showed me some film, and I was like, oh, baby.
He could move, and as I recall, in high school, his daughter was quite the softball player.
Oh, my gosh. Both his girls are athletes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something interesting about Todd Henderson from Carriage Hill Insurance. He caught Dale Murphy's last out in a spring game.
Really?
Dale Murphy gets the out and decides after that game to retire, and Henderson made the catch.
I did not know
in
that.
baseball. So here we go, 3rd down and 8. And Graff is just going to be chased. He can't even throw it away. So a nice job by the guys up front for Ravenwood.
Yeah, just they came on a blitz, Russell, and it did not get picked up. Number 90, Lucas McCullum, a junior, comes on a bit of a delayed blitz, and they never got him. I'll tell you the other thing about that play, too. That snap was a little low, and it threw the timing off, and it gave time for the blitzer to get home.
All right, so Alcoa going to come out.
Here's a replay. Mr. Henderson seeing Carriage Hill replay the sack by McCullum on Graff.
All right, so one of the rare punts tonight. 5:20 to go in this third quarter. And Ravenwood. This guy's done a great job punting the ball tonight. See if everybody just stays away. It's going to take an Alcoa bounce and go all the way. Well, it could have bounced a little more.
Stopped.
But at the 31-yard line is where Ravenwood will take over. They lead this game 13-9 with 5 minutes to go. And then the coach is talking to him saying, hey, let's let that roll just a hair bit more.
Yeah, I don't think so quick to grab that.
All right, let's see who comes out as the quarterback for Ravenwood, because they'll swap them out, and this is
Babalola.
Going to be Babalola who can throw that football. He can also run a little bit too. Pace is behind him. And he hands it to Pace. And he's going to gain about 5 yards, maybe even 6.
Yeah, good hard-nosed running by Pace. Just crashes off left tackle, runs through an arm tackle to turn it into a 6-yard gain.
Got some folks watching up there in the Ohio, West Virginia area. Appreciate them watching the big stream tonight. 2nd down and 4, gonna hand it off again. And that's gonna be, gosh, awfully close to a 1st down.
Awfully close. Alcoa run blitzed at Russell from the corner position, and he just missed him in the backfield. And when he did, that enabled him to get right at 1st down yardage.
They are calling it an Armored Gym 1st down. So Ravenwood rolling right now with Babaloa, 6'3", 200-pound junior. And they're going in this hurry-up offense right now. Going to hand it off again right up the middle, and Owens is there for a big lick.
Just a textbook tackle right there, form tackle by Eli Owens. Just wraps him up and drives him into the turf.
Pace on the carry. 2nd down. So taking a look at this Carriage Hill replay. Look at 44 coming in there, and boom, angled tackle, head on the side of the body. Babaloa tries to get Alcoa to jump. They do not. Looking over at the sideline. Play clock is at 20, so plenty of time. Pace is in the backfield. See if they let Babaloa throw this football a little bit. They fake it. He's going to run it himself. And a nice run for him. That's an Armored Gym 1st down to the 45-yard line.
Babaloa using his legs, Russell, nice run off of the left side. Have you noticed tonight the whole offensive line for the Ravenwood has played great, but the left side of the line has done work. Here's a nice Carriage Hill replay. Good blocking on the left side, good blocking on the perimeter by 27, gets a piece of his man and turns it into a 10-yard gain.
Yep, and they're going to hand it off. Pace, left side, and Owens comes up, and we got a flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one was. I don't know if I think it might be a hold.
Yeah, I think it is a hold. That's the first, I believe that's the first holding penalty on Ravenwood tonight.
Yeah, it is.
I think Alcoa fans might celebrate that.
Yep.
And a few on them.
I want to thank Billy Carroll and Smart Bank for being the title sponsor for these games all year long. They are really, really active in this community. They've been throwing out footballs tonight to the student section, and we certainly appreciate them.
Just some great folks over there.
Yeah, Billy Carroll and his dad Bill started that Smart Bank. They said, we're going to start this bank going now. Got over 40 locations.
It's amazing.
Yep. So 1st down and 20 now to go on their own 45-yard line. Babaloa going to stay in. We love to get these shout outs. Babaloa drops back, looks, fires, got a guy across the middle, and that is going to be a Ravenwood touchdown. Max Kimball, the senior.
Just a strike by Femi Babalola for the touchdown, Great Clips touchdown by the Ravenwood Raptors.
Wow. So running the ball all night long, and now they come out with a beautiful throw and a beautiful catch. They got behind.
Just a seam route right up the middle, and the coverage was decent, but he had a step, and a step was all he needed. And he takes it to the house to put Ravenwood up 19-9.
Yep, and Guerra is up, and that field goal is good. So they now lead Alcoa 20-9 here with 2:44 to go in this 3rd quarter.
A tale of, at least from Ravenwood, Russell, a tale of 2 halves. So the first half, what do? They come out and establish the run with the running quarterback chance after we say in pregame, hey, this team likes to throw it. So what do you do in the second half? Well, let's just totally change directions. Let's come out with our passing quarterback, use this talented wide receiving core. How deep is this Ravenwood wide receiving core? They lost Ben Hubbard, the MTSU commit, to injury early. Now we've got a backup playing. Again, just a seam route. Beautiful, beautiful pass by Femi Babalola, and strolling into the end zone, Kimmel. for the Raptors.
Yep, and then Coach Rogers, I don't know if you got that microphone on, but it's almost like they run just to draw them in there, huh? Boy, he sure did. And then they played this dual quarterback system, which oftentimes just doesn't work, but so far tonight it has. But as we've said all game long, Alcoa never wanted to give up. This ball is going to be returnable right at the 1 yard line by the man that scored a touchdown early on in the game. Flag on the field. Going to be interesting to see which way this goes. Alcoa had some key penalties in this ball game so far.
Yeah, let's see what he's going to signal here. I think he's going to step it.
Oh, it is on Alcoa. Just tough. Tough penalties tonight so far for the Tornadoes. But you know what? They're playing a non-district game against a tough opponent, getting ready for the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, game's not over. Alcoa wants to win every time they play. But to your point, you're opening with a 6A school who's loaded. You're talking about getting a tough start to the season. Tonight's a tough start to the season. Get you ready.
All right, so let's see what Graff and the guys can do. Trailing 20-9 with 2:37 to go in this third quarter. Graff gonna toss it out, and that's gonna be Micah Jones for a short gain.
Is it on?
All right, let's go down to Tony Rogers with a little bit more. What you got, Coach?
I tell you what, man, this is what you want right here, isn't it? If you're Ravenwood, you got them right where you want them, but it's not what you want if you're Alcoa. Can you hear me okay, guys? I mean,
we got you. Yep.
This is one of those times in the game where, you know, we got to knuckle up.
Yeah,
I love it down here, man.
You down on the sidelines is something else. Taking a look at Coach Hester there in that red pullover for Ravenwood. Said he feels so good about this leadership that he's got this year. Graff back to pass, looking, and he is going to run it, and he has got plenty of room. He's going to get an armor first down and just runs a guy over.
Just trucks a defensive back. Eli Graff showing you why Tony Rogers says he's the best athlete in Blount County. Takes a play where nobody's open and he's like, that's fine, I'll just run for 20 and truck a defensive back while we're at it. On the Carriage Hill replay, look at him like, now he says, I'm going to run hard. I'm going to run hard. I'm going to run slow. Oh, okay. Bam! Runs him over, just trucks the defensive back, who is not going to enjoy watching that replay when they watch the film on Monday.
He won't. And old Dusty at Armour Gym probably enjoyed that first down more than any others tonight.
Oh, my gosh. Dusty Holden is loving that.
All right, so Alcoa, they're going to give it to the big guy right up the middle, and that's a gain of about 3 yards.
The question here is, Eli Graff's trucking that defensive back, going to fire up these Tornadoes, and they're going to sustain a drive down in under 50 seconds here in this third quarter. Alcoa needs to answer the bell and answer it now on this drive.
Second down and 7. 37 seconds to go in this third quarter. Graff, we're going to run it to his left. He's got plenty of blocking and plenty of room. If he can stay on his feet, he does. Gets almost to the 45-yard line. No flags, and Armour Gym first down. And a beautiful run. Clock will stop as he gets out of bounds.
And a great block. Two good, really great blocks, actually. But Eli Owens just buries his guy. Watch this Carriage Hill replay. Watch 44 leading it. Boom! Turns him in. Nice keeping his feet, Eli Graff, and runs for an Armour Gym first down. You know what Dusty Holden would tell you that is, Russell? Leg strength. Driving from the legs.
Okay.
You know what he would not say about me?
What?
Leg strength. Leg strength. Would not come out of his mouth.
All right, 10 seconds on the play clock. And Micah Jones back in the backfield. They're going to give it to Jones up the middle. for about a 3-yard gain. With 20 seconds to go. See if they try to get another play off, or if they will go to this final quarter. And it looks like that is what they're going to do. So as we head into the fourth quarter, Alcoa trailing Ravenwood 20-9. The Smart Bank game of the week. One more quarter when we come back. Stay with us.
As a Great Clips Salon stylist, I love giving customers the look they want. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details, so it's one less thing for you to worry about. And when I see that confidence at the end of the cut, that's everything to me.
Hi, I'm Sheena Johnson with the McNabb Center. I started as a therapist here out of grad school. I'm here because I love our mission. It's all about improving the lives of the people we serve. There's nothing better than helping others. When a parent or child expresses what you've done for them, it's an incredible feeling. The professional family at the McNabb Center work to accomplish common goals in a team environment. It's special to help people of all ages from all walks of life. If you're a helper too, we'd love for you to apply.
My father and I had a dream of creating a different type of bank. A bank with a great culture, strong values, and a service level that couldn't be matched. In 2007, we did just that by opening our first Smart Bank office in Sevier County. For us, it's more than just business, it's a way of life. Having a trusted financial partner is important. We welcome you to experience Smart Bank.
Customize your ride at Phoenix Conversions, Knoxville's premier truck accessory superstore. Let our expert team upfit your truck, van, or SUV with our top-notch accessories. Elevate your ride, stand out on the road, and make every drive exceptional. Whether it's for personal use or commercial fleets, Phoenix Conversions is your trusted partner in customization. Your truck, your fleet, our expertise.
Phoenix Conversions, when it has to be the best.
As a stylist, I know it can be hard to find time for a haircut. With the Great Clips app, you can put your name on the list from anywhere and head to the salon when it's time for your cut. A great haircut plus more time for what you love. That's Great Clips.
And we welcome you back to the Smart Bank football night live as Ravenwood leading Alcoa 20-9 in this final quarter. 2nd and 7 for the Tornadoes, trying to get back in this thing. Micah Jones, only down 11.
Right. Need points here, though, on this
Yeah,
drive.
they do. Graff going to fake it out to Jones, trying to run it himself, and he picks up about 4 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 4.
Yeah, it was a nice run. Kind of wasn't a lot there, and your athlete just gets 4 yards out of it.
Kind of a big 3rd down, you'd think, right here, though, trailing by 11 to Ravenwood as you look at Graff, the senior quarterback, who's had a heck of a ball game tonight. 44 right next to him, the Michigan commit. Caught a lot of big passes tonight. He's going to come out there, be the inside receiver. Two receivers to the top as well.
Look for Eli Owens on the slant.
And there it is. Great call. And they get it to the other Alcoa player and almost caught, but it's incomplete. So 4th down and 4 on their own 49-yard line. An interesting decision right here for Coach Nix.
Yes, it is. Eli Graff can also punt the football, and so we might see that option, but it looks like they're going to go for it. That ball just off the hands of the Alcoa receiver there. Owens ended up being a decoy on that one.
Yeah, that's a great call about Graff. He is also a great punter, so, if he gets in trouble, just kick this thing, but it looks like they are going for it. Micah Jones behind him. 2 receivers, 4th down, 1 in motion. Graff drops back to pass, fires it deep, and I don't think that's good. Whoa, I didn't think it was going to be catchable. It almost was, but that will be a turnover on downs, and so Ravenwood will come back out with an 11-point lead and have the ball on the 49-yard line of Alcoa.
Yeah, Russell, I'm like, he cut that ball loose, and I'm like, that's clearly overthrown. Credit the attempt by Jameer Dean. He closed the distance quickly, still just off just about a yard further than what it needed to be, and Ravenwood takes over 1st and 10 at the Alcoa 49, leading 20-9, and with a chance to burn a bunch of clock and potentially put this game out of reach with a touchdown.
And speaking of Chance comes in at quarterback. He is that running quarterback, so they might be looking to run a lot of clock. And they're going to do a double reverse pass, and he throws it, and this ball is caught on a tip.
What a catch by Max Kemple, 13, the senior, playing due to the injury of Ben Hubbard, and or getting more targets, rather, I should say. He starts anyway, but I think he's now become the #1 guy.
Gracious.
Great catch as we see Todd Henderson, Carriage Hill replay. Little trickeration here.
Oh, my goodness.
Back
Just
to
when
Chance.
you think they're going to run it and let the clock go, they do something like this. Whew.
And here's the thing. That ball was underthrown.
Yeah, it was.
15 for Alcoa. Deli Hughes gets his fingertips on it, but Kemple focuses on it enough and brings it down for a potential backbreaker here for the Raptors.
1st and goal on the 5-yard line. Chance in at quarterback. Going to run it left side again. And is he in?
I think he's just short. The ball's loose.
The ball was loose there. Let's see if anybody... They're looking to see who's coming up with this.
Official...
I think Ravenwood did.
Yeah, I think they fell on it.
So down on the 1-yard line, Coach Rogers saw that the ball came loose. Chance going to run over to his coach and get the play. He's just yelling it out. I think he's saying run the same thing.
Well, yeah, let me tell you what he's going to do here. He's going to run off left tackle.
You know, that's what we say, and then all of a sudden we're wrong.
Well, so far he's scored 2 touchdowns running off left guard and left tackle. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep, 2nd and goal on the 1. Chance does it, and Chance is
Touchdown.
in for his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Behind the left guard. We got one right there, my friend.
Yeah, we finally did, but that at the left side, I'll tell you what, if that Ravenwood offensive line is something else.
Left side, strong side, and they are absolutely dominating at the point of attack tonight.
Yeah, great Clips touchdown, and Chance. And by the way, Chance just a junior.
Both these quarterbacks are juniors
Yep.
for the Ravenwood.
Gouda coming on with the extra point. And it is up and good. And Coach Rogers, what are you thinking right now if you're Alcoa?
This game isn't over. It's one of those games where they're going to have to start changing their mindset, because up until this point, they have just, as coaches, you can see the poise even from them. But right now, they got to go 2-minute offense. There's just not enough time in this football game.
Yeah, that's a good point. And they can. That's the thing about it. They can do that. They've got the athletes and the quarterback to do it.
They do, and you know, there's something they've had a little trouble tonight doing is protecting Graff when he drops back to pass. He didn't have a lot of time. Now, as talented an athlete as he is, he's able to make up a lot of that with his legs. So I'm anxious to see what kind of pass plays we get called in this 2-minute offense, whether they're trying to force the ball down the field or they're going to try to go on quick passes. I mean, they need to score quick. Your ball needs to go down the field. But
Yep. I'll tell you what, though, Chance done a nice job at that quarterback position. Both quarterbacks done a nice job. Babaloa with a touchdown pass, and this young man with his 3rd touchdown of the evening.
So while we're waiting, his third touchdown by Chance, just a heck of a game. While we're waiting on the kick here, you said Todd Henderson caught Dale Murphy's last out in spring training. Yes or no, Dale Murphy into the Hall of Fame, in your opinion?
Oh, no question about it.
Yeah, I'm with you, too. I think he needs to get in.
All right, so the kick is up, and is that going to go out of bounds? Nope, it is going to go in the end zone.
Straightened up.
So
looked like Bennett Milliken's golf ball straightened up there and
good night.
went where it needed to go.
They're down in 10 for Alcoa. We're just throwing out names of friends at this point. All right, so Graff, looking right there, he is one big competitor. 9:31 here to go in this fourth quarter, trailing 27-9.
Yeah, Eli Graff and Eli Owens are going to need to put this team on their backs on this drive. It's not over. I agree with Coach Rogers, but you got to go now. You got to score a touchdown on this drive.
No question. Jameer Dean, by the way, you know, that great receiver he scored on that
scoop and
score might be one to look for as you take a look at Coach Nix. Graff back to pass, going to throw. It's complete to Owens. Yeah, he made a great catch on that.
Yeah, he did. They were on that quick. Great tackle by Ravenwood, number 7, Matt Anderson, on it quick.
Yeah, Anderson, 5'10", 185, junior.
Here's Carriage Hill replay. He's looking at Owens all the way. Anderson recognized it. Good job hanging on to that football, young man.
By the way, next week we're going to be up in the hometown of where Smart Bank started, Sevier County, as they're going to host Jefferson County. Man in motion, Graff is going to hand it to him and got some running room. Picks up about 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, he ran for about 15 to get 6. That was a heck of a run. Jet sweep, and it's dead going left. He cuts it back across the grain, as we see on this Carriage Hill replay.
Yes,
he recognizes they've overrun it a little bit, cuts back. Donovan Starr there to finish him off, along with Jalen Pollard, who's had a heck of a football game tonight from his free safety position for the Raptors.
Yeah, 3rd down and 3 now for Alcoa. Jones in the backfield. They're going to load up that left side. Ravenwood switches their defense, and Graff is going to run and pick up the Armor Gym first down and more. Crosses the 40-yard line. So Graff, quite a game on the ground tonight and passing as well.
Yeah, ride your horses, Eli Graff and Eli Owens. Keep this football in Eli Graff's hands as long as you can, whether it's he's using his legs or using his arm.
Important thing is there, Chad, he got out of bounds, stops the clock at 8:02.
Absolutely.
Going to come out with the same formation, but on the opposite side. Graff going to hand it to Jones, and Jones going to get a first down, and that'll stop the clock while they move the sticks.
Punishing run by Jones on that Armor Gym first down. This is the most push we've seen from this Alcoa offensive line tonight, Russell. Here in the fourth quarter, they're sort of getting their legs second wind. We see on the Carriage Hill replay. Starts right, cuts back left, runs past 44, and just delivers the lick downfield, runs through an arm tackle for a first down.
Yep, they're going to give it right back to him, and right there, Ravenwood is all over it. No gain on the play, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. And you wonder if they're doing what Ravenwood did, trying to suck in some of those linebackers and maybe take a shot deep.
Exactly, that could be it. Matt Anderson from his linebacker position making the stop.
2nd down and 10. Graff back to pass, fires, complete, and a big hit, close to a first down. Man, almost helmet to helmet right there, but
yeah, that was close.
Yeah, beautiful catch by Dean, who's going to come out of the game on that. Already has a touchdown tonight. Boy, he really got hit.
Took a big lick by, I think that was Peyton Husick, number 35, coming in there to deliver the blow.
Yeah, as you're coming into your living room and boom, just gets hit hard.
Yep.
And they're going to go to Micah Jones, and he is.
That's close. Looked short live, but he's getting a good spot.
See what they do here. They're going to take a look at it and get. Nope. Did they say it's just short?
Fourth and
fourth
inches.
and a foot.
Yeah.
That clock is running. That is the thing. Clock is running. And Alcoa trailing in this thing 27-9. Graff looking over, taking a lot of time getting this play in. 24 seconds to go on the play clock. Alcoa with a great, talented team. Tells you how good Ravenwood is.
On the blitz.
And Graff just going to run it. He will get the first down, so that'll stop the clock to move the chains.
Yeah, just barely. There's a first down. He needed about a foot, and I think he got 2. Alcoa is deliberate, my friend, on this drive.
They sure are. 5:27 to go in this ball game. Graff dropping back. He's got plenty of time. Now he's rolling out to his right side, being chased. And see if he gets out of bounds. He does, but picks up about 4 yards, maybe 5. Ran about 40 there.
Yeah, he did. Kenner Schlitt, number 2, forces him out of bounds for the Raptors.
So that'll be second down and about 6 now. But again, that clock stopped. 5:12. They could get in the end zone right here. That would be big time.
For sure.
2 receivers up to the top of your screen when we come out wide, 1 to the bottom. Jones goes in motion out to the left. Graff looking, firing, got a guy in the middle of the field. It's Owens, almost stays on his feet down to the 2-yard line, and let's go down to Tony Rogers with more. It looks like Graff is gonna come up with a cramp right there, so that'll stop the clock.
Owens.
I was just thinking about how this team, man, Ravenwood, this defense, how phenomenal at all 3 levels. Up front, big, strong, causing all kinds of problems. The linebackers solid. The defensive backs, there ain't a whole lot of room for Alcoa to find, but right there, they found it, right? They would bend don't break until that point.
Boy, that's the truth. Owens gets down to about the 4-yard line. Quick break, and we'll be right back after this. Stay with us.
Fisher Tire suggests the best tire for your car and truck.
The Michelin Cross Climate 2 grips better in both wet and dry conditions, allowing you to stop faster. It would be the safest tire for your family.
We have competitive prices with the best service in town.
The BF Goodrich All-Terrain KO2 is the perfect tire for your off-road adventures.
Since 1948, we supported our community, high schools, and local charities.
Let Fisher Tire take care of your family with Michelin, BF Goodrich, and Uniroyal tires.
East Tennessee is just different. The people, the places, they're genuine, they're real. Just like the folks at Rice Buick GMC. Our family has trusted them for years and always will. Check out their huge selection at 8330 Kingston Pike or just go to ricegmc.com and experience what our family experiences. Rice, the smart choice.
My father and I had a dream of creating a different type of bank. A bank with a great culture, strong values, and a service level that couldn't be matched. In 2007, we did just that by opening our first Smart Bank office in Sevier County. For us, it's more than just business, it's a way of life. Having a trusted financial partner is important. We welcome you to experience Smart Bank.
And welcome back to the Smart Bank Game of the Week. Alcoa down to the 3-yard line. And they are going to hand that ball off. Alcoa's in the end zone. That is Micah Jones, the sophomore.
Went in untouched on that. Some good blocking by the Alcoa offensive line. Jones just takes it up the middle for 6.
Yeah, and Graff staying out there saying they're going to go for 2 here. Should take a look at this replay. Nice run, nice blocking up front. So 27-15. See if they can cut it to a 10-point lead right here. Jones going to stay in at running back. As you take a look from right behind that field goal post, here goes Graff rolling out to his right, looking, firing, and it is complete for the 2-point conversion, and a beautiful catch right there by Jameer Dean.
A dart
yes,
to
it
Jameer
was.
Dean. Yep. It's a big play. 27-17, 4:52. Alcoa not dead yet.
Nope. Coach Rogers talked about the fact that they never give up.
Here's our Carriage Hill replay. Graff throwing on the run and just hits Jameer Dean in the end zone. And Dean makes a nice catch, cut it to a 10-point lead.
That is a great Clips touchdown right there. Coach Hester for Ravenwood not pleased with that. He knows this thing is not over. He definitely knows that.
For sure. Scoreboard says 3 timeouts left and 4:52. You onside it? You kicking it deep?
You know, that's a great question. It looks Ravenwood's playing it like it's going to be an onside kick.
Yeah,
they're just going to have one guy star back deep to receive. You know, maybe they pooch it.
Yeah, I think if I'm the Tornadoes, given the trouble they've had in stopping,
they are
Ravenwood. You got to onside kick it.
And it looks like they're gonna. Alcoa does have 3 timeouts, so let's see what they can do here. Try to pooch or onside kick it. It is the onside. Going to take a regular bounce, and that is caught.
27 just smothers it for Ravenwood.
Yep, and they're going to take over right at their own 49-yard line with this 27-17 lead, 4:52 to go in this final quarter.
That was Cruz Kelly, a junior for Ravenwood, cleanly fielding that onside kick. Babalola in at QB, Russell. I'm a little surprised we don't see Chance and it be straight run.
It's funny because when you think they're going to run, they throw the football.
That's exactly right.
And now they just decide to run the football, and it's a nice run up the right side, then up the middle. Flag on the field, though, and all the way down inside the red zone and to the end zone. A touchdown for Ravenwood, but this could get called back.
Yeah, I think it's coming back.
That's Pace on the carry.
Really nice run. It's a holding. Really nice run by Pace.
And that's going to come back. So what could have been the absolute nail in the coffin is not.
No, and now you're first and, of course, it's from the spot of the foul, but you're first and very long.
Yeah, Phoenix Conversion post-game show coming up right after this. We'll have the player of the game, Phoenix Conversion teammate of the game. Talk about some other scores. And maybe a little Tennessee football as well.
Those are some for the player, the Armor Gym player of the game. Those are some sweet looking hats.
Boy, they are. Phoenix Conversion put a whole goodie bag together. Okay, so Babalola stays in. First down and 9 after the holding call, brings it back, and they are just going to run this thing right up the middle and for a gain of about 6. So that'll be second down and 3, it looks like. So gain of 7.
Suttereth and Eli Owens combined to make the stop for the Tornadoes. Those hats come from Jed Dance at Bacon & Company?
They do.
Those
they
are sharp.
Appreciate Bacon & Company and their apparel and all they do in the community, too.
Absolutely.
Seems like they support just about every nonprofit out there. And And again, we thank Smart Bank for being the title sponsor, bringing you these high school football games. Love featuring high school kids. No gain on the play. In fact, I think he might have even lost a yard there.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he did lose about half a yard. Defensive end for Alcoa crashing down. Of course, they're playing run all the way right now.
Yeah, no timeouts being called either.
Nope.
3:30 to go, and Alcoa's got 3.
Carter Cowart was who made the tackle for the Tornadoes, number 30.
3rd down and 5, and I think Ravenwood's just going to let this play clock just go. It's at 20 now, and they are in absolutely no hurry. It's down to 10. Babaloa in at quarterback. And he's going to hand it off, and that's going to be close.
Yeah, I believe
I think he
about a
might have
yard.
gotten it.
Yeah, but it didn't get a great spot. It's about a yard short.
All right, now Alcoa is going to call a timeout now. It is going to be a yard short, so it'll bring up a 4th down and 1. And folks, let me tell you, if Alcoa gets this stop right here, oh baby, call the neighbors, call the aunts and uncles, and get them in the living room.
That's exactly right. 2:54 and two timeouts left. If they can get a stop, it's not over yet. Will be interesting to see what Ravenwood does here, Russell, coming out of this timeout. If it's me, I'm punting the football.
Yeah.
But it was also me who right before halftime was going to take a knee. Coach Hester said, "Hey, dude, I coach football and you don't, and I'm slinging it deep."
He's not afraid to take any
He's
shots, is he?
not afraid to take chances.
And he has got Chance in there, the running quarterback. They are in no
not a
position.
chance they're punting the football.
No, so they're on the 42-yard line right now of Alcoa. Chance in at quarterback, 4th and 1. See if they're going to try to draw them off sides. That could be what they're doing. Tornado's got a whole bunch of guys up front. Chance does try to draw, looks over at his head coach. Play clock is at 27 seconds, and now Ravenwood's going to call a timeout.
The old nothing on nothing that was.
See what they do to line up. See what they got. We'll call a timeout and figure out what we're going to do. But 2:51 to go. He's got an awful lot of faith in that run game, and they've used that left side a whole lot tonight, Chad.
They really have, and certainly you can make a strong case for, hey, let's run Chance off the left side. They've not stopped it all night. We need one. And if you convert here, game's over, right? You get this first down, game's over. You can make a strong case to go for it. You can also make a strong case to punt it, pin them deep, make them drive the football 80 or more yards, which they've not done all night.
No, they haven't. Old Chip Scavara at home watching. Hello, Chip. We're glad you're watching tonight. He had some boys that played football over at West High School.
Good football players.
Yeah, they were. Good guys, too.
My son Davis and Cole played together in their 8th grade year before they both went to separate high schools, and that was a lot of fun watching those two play wide receiver.
So here we go. Guy in motion again, and Ravenwood going to call another timeout.
Hey, can't take them with you.
Coach Hester. My goodness, he's played a game tonight.
He is. He's like, boys, I'm hot, I'm sweaty. You're making me sweat here down the stretch. These timeouts don't carry over. See what happens.
This Middle Tennessee team and looking to make a run for state. How you doing, fellas? Glad to see you tonight at the ball game.
Those are some happy campers. Despite the score, they're having a good time.
Yeah, they are. Love to see it.
Here's a question for our record historians here, of which I'm not sure we have one on staff. When's the last time, I've got a thought on it, when's the last time Alcoa lost a home game to a team not named Maryville?
Man, that is well, I would say West High School. West High School did it. Right?
West beat them, and I was trying to remember whether it was at West or it was here.
I believe they, at the very end of the game, Here we go. And I don't know if he got it.
Gonna be close.
Oh, my gracious. This will all depend on the spot.
Gonna be close.
Oh, my goodness.
And they ran off the right side.
And they're calling an official timeout. 2:46. Alcoa running off the field like they made the stop. Oh, gracious. Are they going to bring the chains out? They're telling everybody just back up a minute. The official's literally down on the football holding it. If this is a stop for Alcoa, they're bringing the chains out right now to see if they got it or not. Here we go. This is just old school. First down or no first down. He did not get that. Alcoa's going to get the football, folks.
He is short.
All right. If you know anybody that tuned out, tell them to get back on the television.
2:46, 2 timeouts. Alcoa needs to answer quickly.
That was huge.
Huge it was. All night long, Ravenwood has run off left guard and left tackle anytime they needed 1 or 2 yards, and they've gotten it. What'd they do there? They ran off right guard, needed a yard, didn't get it. Just kind of, I guess you're going to catch them off balance is the thought, but might want to do that one over maybe. Not going to get a chance to do it.
Wow. You look at Graff and Owens, the guys that have known each other for so long, saying, hey, man, let's dig down right here. 1st and 10, 2:46. Coach Nix trailing by 10. Nobody in the backfield. Coach Rogers saying they're not going to go to Starr's side, the great defensive back for Ravenwood. Graff looking, firing. He's got Owens. Oh,
what a catch!
Holy, oh my!
What a catch!
Rick Russo, if you're watching, you just got the play of the year. A one-handed catch by the Michigan commit.
Stabbed that football out of the air, Russell.
Night.
Holy cow. Here's our carriage hill replay. Got to move quick. Look at this. Steps up in the pocket and boom.
Oh, my gracious. Graff now rolling out to the left side. Looks, fires. That ball is not complete. He caught it, but thrown out of bounds. That catch by Owens was one of the best high school catches I have ever seen.
Carriage hill replay. Graff steps up in the pocket, fires. Watch this. Snags that ball right out of the air. Shades of Deion Grant in 98. So it was an interception.
That's why he is going to the defending national champs. I wish he was staying right here.
No question.
Oh, my gracious. Okay, so it is 2nd down and 10 on the 25-yard line of Ravenwood. Graff rolling to his left. He's going to have to go right up the middle. He's looking. He's going to run it himself, and he's still on his feet. Close to a first down, about 2 yards shy. See if Alcoa calls a timeout or not. There's 2 minutes left. And then they are calling a timeout. They will stop it at 2:01.
What a great run by Graff there. That's a pass play. He rolls to his left. Nothing's open. Just tucks and runs and gets, 9 yards out of that? 8 or 9 yards.
Good golly. I mean, this catch.
One more time. Look at this from this angle.
Oh,
wow.
That's just gold. Just absolutely beautiful.
Yes, sir, young man. Yes, sir. Stands up, kind of nods his head and says, I did that.
Good night. That was a beautiful play. And Alcoa still in this thing. 3rd down and 3. If they get the first down, it'll stop the clock while they move the chains. If they get out of bounds, that'll obviously stop the clock. And they still have 1 timeout left. Goodness gracious.
What a play. So you think you understand why Michigan offered him, you say?
Yeah, I think I do. Kid plays basketball too, helps coach the Pee Wee team here at Alcoa.
5 state championships in 3 years?
Yeah, 3 in football, 2 in basketball. Trying to get another one this year. But you take a look at him, big 44 right there. Gracious me, you will see that all over the place. Okay, so Micah Jones will stay in the backfield. 2 receivers out to the right side. Graff drops back, looks, he's got good protection. Now he's got to have to run. He's looking, he's going to have to throw it away. And he does. So that will bring up a 4th down and 3. Graff is such a smart player. He almost had a guy in the end zone. He looked like he was throwing it away and almost had a guy.
He did. I think at that point they'd flushed him far enough that it was either go out or throw it away. If he had a little more field, he might have been able to maneuver to hit a guy in the end zone.
All right, so here we go. It's going to be 4th down and 3. 20 seconds on the play clock. Trying to get the play in. They don't want to use a timeout, certainly right here. 12 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah, they got to move.
And now they're at 8 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah.
5 on the play clock.
I don't know that
I'm not sure that Graff sees it. 2 on the play clock. Got it off in time. Graff looks. Rolling out to his right side again. It's 4th down. He throws it, and it is intercepted. Ravenwood picks it off. And that should seal the deal for the Ravenwood Raptors. But my goodness, what a comeback effort there from Alcoa.
Absolutely. Jaden Smitherman, number 1, with the interception for Ravenwood. Everybody was covered and kind of left Graff in no man's land, as we see in this Carriage Hill replay. But nobody's open. He scrambles to his right. Really good pursuit by the defensive end, 95. Flushes him, forces him to throw that ball into traffic. Smitherman with the nice interception to close the door for Ravenwood.
My gracious. I'll tell you what, though, we saw some beautiful plays tonight. Ravenwood with 1:41 to go here in this 4th quarter. And you would think they're going to hand this sucker off up the middle, but goodness, we've been wrong on that before. They do. And a nice run for 1 yard shy of a 1st down.
Little pleasantries being exchanged at downfield here. A little frustration being taken out.
And Alcoa does call a timeout.
Got a cramp by Alcoa as well.
Yeah. It'll be 2nd down. And actually, they gave him the 1st down on that.
Armor Jim 1st down.
Yep. I want to take time again to thank all our sponsors, Smart Bank being the title sponsor, KOC our pregame sponsor, and Phoenix Conversions with the postgame. And we will have our player of the game and also our teammate of the game and talk about next week.
It's like he's up and at 'em.
Loudoun County Fencing defensive stop of the game and defense of the game. They've got a great commercial if you haven't seen that.
It's outstanding.
Oh, my land.
So good.
You were out there in Omaha.
I was indeed. It was a wonderful, wonderful time.
Eric Ainge helps them out from time to time. I got his name in the night just like he asked me to.
Box checked. Our unofficial, unpaid statistician, historian Jed Dance has confirmed that the last team to beat Alcoa at Alcoa, not named Maryville, the West Rebels.
Okay, and I believe his son Hunter was the quarterback at the time.
Might be why he knows that. Yeah, could be a contributing factor.
Great young man.
Yes, indeed.
My daughter was a cheerleader at the time.
Indeed, indeed.
Okay, 1st down and 10, 105. I thought there was a timeout called there, Chad. But
yeah, it was, no, just due to the cramp. So it's official timeout.
Okay, all right. So they're going to run left side, and they're going to bring him down, and that won't bring us quite yet to the end of the ball game.
Nope.
Now Alcoa, I think, called a timeout, right?
Eli Owens in on that tackle. Yes, they did. Eli Owens in on that tackle for the Tornadoes.
All right, so next week we are going to be up at Sevier County for the Smart Bank Game of the Week as they welcome Jefferson County.
Jeffco at Sevierco. How about Jeffco, coached by former player, former UT Vol, Spencer Riley?
Yes.
Big Spencer got him a natty when he was an offensive guard on the 98 team. I'm sure he'd love to get a ring for winning a state championship at his alma mater.
I'm going to tell old Charlie Painter hello, young man. Watching tonight at home with his pops Taz. Appreciate everybody watching and welcoming us back to television. It's been a great time being part of this WVLT team, and they're just going to take a knee right there.
The old victory formation.
You're going to have to run one more, I believe, at least.
Actually, I don't believe they do.
Well, I believe you're right.
That'll wrap it up.
Yeah, that will wrap it up. So Ravenwood beats Alcoa right here in Knoxville, 27-17. Alcoa, obviously, this is not a district game. This is just going to make them even better as they look to win a 10th straight state championship.
Look at these Ravenwood kids celebrate. You know it's a big victory.
It is.
You know it's a big victory. Look how happy they are.
And they go to this handshake line. Coach Nick's incredibly gracious, and Coach Hester coming over as they say congratulations to each other. Ravenwood should have a pretty good season this year.
Certainly based off tonight, I would think they're going to have a great season.
Yep. All right, let's go down to Tony Rogers. In just a moment, at least, he's going to be standing by with Coach Hester in just a moment. These folks shaking hands.
Yeah, I want to try to grab Chance if I can find him.
All right, Coach, your mic's hot. You can get that Ravenwood coach getting an interview real quickly. We'll talk to him in a minute as we look at the guys shaking hands. But you look at all these plays that were made tonight, just incredible. Chance, the running quarterback, 3 rushing touchdowns. They had a passing touchdown tonight. Just incredible.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he'll probably be our Phoenix conversion player of the game, but look at Chance run it in the end zone. Let's go to Coach Rogers standing by with Coach Hester. Tony?
Coach Hester, how great can this Ravenwood team be this year?
I mean, who knows, man? Ton of football left to go. I know that they care about each other, and the culture of our team is strong. And you know, anytime you can come to one of the most storied areas in Tennessee for high school football, I mean, you don't put those flags up over there for nothing, right? You know, Brian Nix, a ton of respect for him and what they do over here. And Coach Rankin was a mentor of mine. And just to have a chance to come here and play was special for our kids, and to win, that's just icing on the cake.
Hey, how's Hubbard's health?
Who knows? We'll find out. You know what I mean? He tweaked something. We'll figure out what it is.
Hey, winning a game like this on the road, just last question. How's this set you up for a really good run?
It sets us up for a long bus ride home, but, you know, it's just one game. And we lost this game last year and still had a pretty good year. We won it this time, so let's see what happens.
Your defense is solid, Coach, man. I think it's one of the best I've seen.
Well, you know, hopefully they can carry us a long way. And in my opinion, only one of those scores on that board is their fault.
Yeah, Chance. What about Chance? What do you think about him and his running ability tonight?
They played well. You know, Femi came in and hit a couple of big balls, too. I mean, we got 2 really good quarterbacks.
Yeah. Hey, good luck, Coach.
Thanks, man.
Thanks. Yeah.
All right, Tony,
Wow.
Thank you. Coach Hester, and the team's now getting together to talk a little bit, pray a little bit. And we are going to take a break and be back with our Phoenix Conversion post-game show coming up in just a moment. Ravenwood takes care of Alcoa tonight, 27-17.
As a Great Clips Salon stylist, I love giving customers the look they want. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details, so it's one less thing for you to worry about. And when I see that confidence at the end of the cut, that's everything to me.
Customize your ride at Phoenix Conversions, Knoxville's premier truck accessory superstore. Let our expert team upfit your truck, van, or SUV with our top-notch accessories. Elevate your ride, stand out on the road, and make every drive exceptional. Whether it's for personal use or commercial fleets, Phoenix Conversions is your trusted partner in customization. Your truck, your fleet, our expertise.
Phoenix Conversions, when it has to be the best.
I'm glad that wasn't a Loudoun County fence.
My father and I had a dream of creating a different type of bank. A bank with a great culture, strong values, and a service level that couldn't be matched. In 2007, we did just that by opening our first Smart Bank office in Sevier County. For us, it's more than just business, it's a way of life. Having a trusted financial partner is important. We welcome you to experience Smart Bank.
As a stylist, I know it can be hard to find time for a haircut. With the Great Clips app, you can put your name on the list from anywhere and head to the salon when it's time for your cut. A great haircut plus more time for what you love. That's Great Clips.
Nothing beats football on a Friday night, except maybe calling East Tennessee home. I'm Sydney Friedman with Home and Farms Realty, and there's nothing I love more than serving my East Tennessee community. Whether your family is growing and you're looking for a larger home in one of our great school zones, or you're ready to retire on the lake, I am here to make your buying and selling process as seamless as possible. It is my goal to make sure you score the best home for you and your family, so call me when you're ready.
This is the Phoenix Convergence postgame show.
You know, I know that tune. You can just sing that tune. Phoenix Conversions, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-do, right? I know, you do it.
It is catchy.
27-17, Ravenwood gets the win. And we got a lot of awards to hand out tonight. We'll get to the Phoenix Conversion teammate of the game. And also the Armor Gym player of the game. Let's go to Tony Rogers down with these two guys. Coach,
Hey.
I know we got some gifts for these guys, too, that we're going to get to them.
Yeah, I'll let them know about it before we get out of here. Hey guys, I wanted to just let y'all know, man, what a game. Man, congratulations on coming in here and you know, showing your class. You know, what we've done, we're going to, as a television crew, we're going to award the teammate of the game and the player of the game. I think you guys both earned this opportunity. Just want to ask a quick questions. What do you think about playing on the road here in Alcoa? What was your what are you thinking?
I mean, it was fun. It was crazy. I mean, first half kind of slow, and then defense played great all game. Yeah, I mean, we came out second half, took off. Yeah. And score shows what happened.
You guys are a great 1-2 punch, man. What are you thinking right now, huh? What's your thoughts about the protection that you had? What do you think about the athletes that you got to get the ball in their hands with?
I think no one can stop us, man. I think we did great. You know, I'm just excited for what we got to come. You know, so it was a fun experience, and I'm excited for next week.
Guys, you got a long season ahead of you, man. We wish you the very best. We're going to give y'all a couple awards before you get out here. Is that okay? Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Hey, thanks a lot, Russell.
All right, we're going to give them a hat from Armor Gym and a great bag from Phoenix Conversion. But first, a quick break, and we'll be right back with the Phoenix Conversion post-game show. Stay with us.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford and Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Step up your game in this 24 Ford Maverick Hybrid, $25,515. 23 Ford Escape all-wheel drive, $30,995. 24 Ford F-250 Crew Cab 4x4 STX, $59,757. Local you trust, performance you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
It's grilling season, and we've got just the sizzle for your summer. Introducing Elm Hill Thick Slice Bologna, the star of any cookout. Each slice has the perfect bite and is packed with flavor, turning up the heat on your taste buds. From backyard barbecues to weekend get-togethers, Elm Hill Bologna brings the flavor. Fire up the grill and elevate your cookout with Elm Hill Thick Sliced Pork and Beef Bologna. Taste the tradition of Elm Hill.
Customize your ride at Phoenix Conversions, Knoxville's premier truck accessory superstore. Let our expert team upfit your truck, van, or SUV with our top-notch accessories. Elevate your ride, stand out on the road, and make every drive exceptional. Whether it's for personal use or commercial fleets, Phoenix Conversions is your trusted partner in customization. Your truck, your fleet, our expertise.
Phoenix Conversions, when it has to be the best.
Welcome back to the Phoenix Conversion post-game show. I want to thank Raquel and old Poppy for watching tonight. A lot of folks tuning in. Josh Stevens, one of the better ADs in the area, down standing by the Alcoa AD with Tony Rogers. Tony?
Yeah, Coach Stevens, I know this is one of the class of the field as far as school, staff. What do you say about this team and your coaching staff?
Oh, you can't be nothing but proud. I mean, obviously losing's not very fun, and nobody's a good loser, but you got to be proud of this staff and this team. We're a young team, and fought till the end. You get knocked down, keep fighting, and that's just life. You can't give up. You got to keep fighting, and these kids are doing that. And we'll get back to work Monday and get better and get ready for a good Bearden team on Friday next week.
It doesn't get any easier, does it?
It does not. It does not. But that's what high school football's about, and that's what Alcoa football's about. I mean, we built a very good non-region schedule. Obviously, with 6A Ravenwood coming in here, who has got a chance to get back to state championship this year, coming out of the West, and just proud of these young guys and anxious to see what they can do this year.
Hey, how many people does it take to put on this show?
Well, I mean, I've got some great help. Everybody. We've got folks from the community that come out and help. I mean, it's not a one-man show by no means.
I think the best is still yet to come for Alcoa. You got a big season ahead, but you got some horses in the barn.
Absolutely. Our number one goal is win a state championship in December, and so this is just part of the process of getting there and getting where we need to be to win a state championship.
Coming in here, I'm just going to be honest with you. This is our staff and the crew. This is one of the best hosts we've ever come to, each and every time we've ever been here. I want to say thank you for that.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you being here and promoting our school and our community and our team.
All right. Okay, Russell, this is it.
All right, Tony, thanks. Josh talked about that all week, that it's all about promoting the community. The defensive play of the game from Loudoun County Fencing. This is an easy one right here, Chad.
Absolutely. The old scoop and score. Micah Jones with the stick. Jameer Dean with the scoop and score. And Russell, no one between him and the end zone except for those holding tickets as he goes in. Tied this ball game early, 6-6, and really kept Alcoa in it when Ravenwood had dominated the first half.
Yeah, they really did. And also the Loudoun County defense of the game going to go to Ravenwood for all the big stops they make. You can take a look at some of the Alcoa seniors. And we got some great goodie bags from Phoenix Conversion to go to the Phoenix Conversion teammate of the game, which will go to Babaloa. And then for the player of the game, brought to you by Armor Gym. But look at this play of the game. Again, brought to you right in your living room. Graff drops back and throws it to Eli Owens, the Michigan commit with the Odell Beckham of high school football. That might end up on ESPN.
It really might.
It's going to end up with Rick Russo tonight. We know that.
For sure. Great call with the OBJ, Odell Beckham. I'm obviously partial to Deion Grant, but he's playing defense. OBJ, the better call there, and that's exactly what it was. It's a beautiful play.
It's just incredible. And you take a look at Owens there. Incredible catch. Goodness gracious. A quick break. We're back. Stay with us.
Hi, everybody. Jesse Smithy of 5starpreps.com. We are back for another year of covering high school football, photos, videos, game stories, breaking news, recruiting, and more. This is how you can subscribe.
My father and I had a dream of creating a different type of bank, a bank with a great culture, strong values, and a service level that couldn't be matched. In 2007, we did just that by opening our first Smart Bank office in Sevier County. For us, it's more than just business, it's a way of life. Having a trusted financial partner is important. We welcome you to experience Smart Bank.
I'm glad that wasn't a Loudoun County fence.
And welcome back to the Phoenix Conversion post-game show alongside Chad Hatmaker. I'm Russell Biven. Ravenwood takes care of Alcoa tonight 27-17. But a great fight by Alcoa late in this thing. Could have been some kind of game if they had gotten in the end zone there.
For sure, and when Graff made those couple plays, Eli Owens with the catch of the game, I thought we were going to have a score and an onside kick to see what was going to happen at the very end. But credit to that Ravenwood defense. They played great all night, made a big play when they needed to at the end.
Yeah, just incredible. And next week, we will be at Sevier County. That's going to be a good one as they welcome Jefferson County. You talked about some big players in that game and also a coach for Jeff County.
Jeff Coast, Spencer Riley won a national championship with the Vols, looking to get a natty or not a natty, but a state title as a coach. Will bring his club in to take Sevier County on. Nick Moore, offensive guard for Jefferson County, a UT commit. I'm anxious to see the battle in the trenches next week, Russell.
Yeah, no question about it. Want to thank Phoenix Conversion for this post-game show and all of our sponsors and especially you for watching. We appreciate it, and we will see you next Friday night.